This is the KMAX Sports Network.
Westwood is coming off of 3 consecutive nail-biting games. While the results did not show wins on the record, the fortitude and progression of this team is very clear. The good guys are chomping at the bit to get back in the win column. Good evening, everybody. We welcome you to AC Bible Junior Stadium on the campus of Leander High School for the Westwood Warrior Sports Network presentation powered by KMAX Sports and the Vype Media Network of Westwood Warrior football, as the Warriors coming in at 1-4 in District 13-6A, 3-4 overall, take on the Leander Lions at 0-6 in 13-6A and 1-7 on the season, along with producer, on-site engineer, Dr. Sang Kao, Brendan McLaughlin back at the KMAC Broadcast Studios, Rodney Rodriguez with you, Stephen Kabler on the road once again, so it's a two-man show tonight as we get ready to go. Westwood looking to get in that win column. It has been 3 tough games back-to-back, and the Warriors coming up on the short side of some very close games. Our game tonight presented, as always, by the Westwood Warrior Football Booster Club, warriorsports.org, and their sponsors, ATX Football, Fabulous Affairs Catering, Ferguson Bath Kitchen and Lighting Gallery, Flicks Brew House, JB Goodwin Real Estate, Nasal and Sinus Center of Austin, Torchy's Tacos, Whataburger right there at 620 and Lake Creek Parkway, Jenny Ray Photography, Ed Landry Real Estate. All of those proud sponsors, and you can find them all and additional information at warriorsports.org. Beautiful night for football here at AC Bible Stadium. This one kind of one of those down-home feeling facilities where you've got the high school next door, and Sang, as we bring you in, we talked about it. It's been 3 games, and you hate to say heartbreak, but especially the Vandy one, it just takes a lot out of you.
Man, yeah, you have to say heartbreak. It was 3 tough games, 3 tough losses, and yes, they lost as far as points go, but as far as the game, I mean, they were complete games.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to look at the big picture there, and something that Coach Wood will talk about here in our chat with the Chief in just a little bit is the youth of this team. There's a lot of young guys on this team. Don't know pound for pound when you look at the district how young they are compared to some of the others, but you've got sophomores contributing that are making a huge impact.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about it during off the air. You know, they're like, oh, look at RJ out there. I'm like, he's a sophomore. He's probably 15, 16 years old. We're talking about he needs to bulk up.
Yeah.
He's got plenty of time to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Those 13-6A standings, Vandy, we talked about them. They're 6-0. They're on a bye week tonight. Round Rock at 4-1, Cedar Ridge at 4-1, and that all comes to a head tonight as those two will play at Reeves Complex, and we will actually have our Whataburger scoreboard throughout the night. Hendrickson at 3-2, McNeil at 3-2, Stony Point at 2-3. Big game within the district tonight as McNeil takes on Stony Point. That one over at Dragon. Loser of that one probably eliminated from the playoffs, but stranger things have happened. Westwood there at 1-4, Vista Ridge at 1-5, Leander at 0-6. Elsewhere in the district tonight, Hendrickson back in action as they will host Vista Ridge over at the field. That one also right here on the KMAX Sports Broadcast Network. But we will go to the Whataburger scoreboard throughout the night. Other games of interest that we'll be keeping an eye on. Want to check out Hayes and Westlake. Big battle over in 25-6A. We'll keep an eye on that one. But for the Warriors tonight, what they will have to deal with, Rashad Carter over on the other side for Leander, saying that's another one of those multiple guys. And we've seen so many of multiple dual threat. We've seen so many of those in 13-6A where one guy can do a lot of damage. Number 5 in blue tonight is that guy.
Yeah, they're going to have to key in on him as he is the man with the plan.
Yeah.
Mobile quarterback. He's got over 1,000 yards rushing. Just umpteen amount of touchdowns. So, yeah, definitely going to be keep an eye out, number 5.
Absolutely. And, of course, the Westwood defense, just what a job they have done. The front four, the backers, everybody has just been supreme in defense, really holding Vandy at bay last Friday afternoon, as it was. We had that 5 o'clock abbreviated start, but they've done a really good job, and they will have a test tonight with Carter. What we can attribute him to somewhat in comparison stance is a little bit maybe like Ryan O'Keefe over at Round Rock.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Ryan O'Keefe, great mobile quarterback, also a great defender as well. And it looks like, a lot of these guys on the Lions side are probably going to be on both sides of the offensive and defensive end.
Yeah, absolutely. You will see little bit of Ironman football happening for the Lions, but either way, could be a lot of scoring, so we look forward to bringing you this one here. As we said, the good guys getting ready, hopefully, to get back on the winning side after 3 tough losses there in consecutive games. We'll get ready to head to our favorite time of week. It is our weekly Chat with the Chief. Head coach Anthony Wood, he talks about the prior week's game and talks about everything Westwood football, and actually even a little tennis coming up on this one. It is our Chat with the Chief. Westwood pregame show continues. Our pregame conversation. Chat with the Chief, head coach Anthony Wood, as the Warriors get ready to battle the Leander Lions here from AC Bible Stadium. Afternoon, coach. Ready for a big one tonight. Boy, last week that was a heck of a performance there in an early game. Just a crazy week, and boy, the Warriors, they left it all on the field.
You know, our kids gave a great effort, but ultimately our job is to win. And in these last 3 games, we've played close. We've had an opportunity to win in the fourth quarter. We just haven't pulled it out. And so we're really trying to go back to the basics and trying to figure out what's the formula to make sure we win those close games. And it all boils down to discipline, doing the things right. And so hopefully we got back to this week, because we're playing a team that runs an option-style offense, and if you're not a disciplined football team, they'll exploit you in bad ways. And so we got to make sure that we play good football tonight.
Really seems like, Coach, talking about these 3 games and then just kind of the landscape of 13-6A, depth is so important right now. You've got these teams where they got a lot of folks out there. How important is that, second, third, fourth man up to get in there and take care of stuff?
Well, it's important because it creates competition in practice. And so, one of the things I think that you have to have in order to constantly keep getting better is you've got to have competition. You got to have the threat of someone taking your job every day. And when you have that, your team gets better. Both players get better, and ultimately you have great football seasons. And so what depth does, it creates opportunities for each person to get better, and that's what I truly like most about having depth.
Really like what we're seeing from your defense this year. We've talked about it. Your front 4, your linebackers, secondary, that unit there, and with the high-powered offenses that we've seen here in the last few weeks, they've done a really phenomenal job, it seems like, as the season has gone on, their progression.
They've got some experience. I really do like our front 4. We've got some size. We've got a little bit of speed. That makes it dangerous for offensive linemen. Linebackers are coming along and reading the game very well. And our secondary, which started out really young, in fact, Cam Colvin was a wide receiver and Cooper was a quarterback for me. So you got 2 offensive guys that were converted to safeties. And so to see where they're at right now, it just is it's exciting to see what the future holds for some of these guys, because we truly have a really young football team. And so but if you're playing up at the varsity level, you're expected to do everything right. So hopefully we'll finish we'll have a good game, and we'll finish tonight at 4-4.
Speaking of that, Coach, are you at a point in the season where sub-varsity obviously winding down as well, where guys are starting to maybe make that move up here for maybe looking at the future a little bit? Is anybody making or a group of guys that you may be bringing up for Friday night football?
No, I really won't do that. You have to be ready. You have to earn your right to be up here, and I don't think it's fair that you take away playing time from the older kids just because they're graduating from your program. And so we'll give those kids the extra work in the spring that they need in order to make the adjustment from JV to varsity. But no, we got who we got, and I like the group that we have, and we're going to continue to let those guys play and enjoy their high school career. Absolutely.
Great bunch of guys. Lastly, here's Leander. They've had a rough go, the transition back up here into 6A. They got a dangerous guy over number 5. They're running the ball for them. Your thoughts on the Lions tonight?
Quarterback, super athletic. He can hurt you any play, and the ball starts with him. I can tell you this: if any of you watched the Georgia Tech Virginia Tech game last night. Not many people thought that Georgia Tech had a chance, but with the offense that they run, it's very, very hard to be consistent. I call it a 4-down offense. And so they don't have to average 3 1/3 yards a play. All they got to do is average 2.5 yards a play. It keeps the clock rolling, so it limits your opportunities on offense. So you have to be very consistent on offense. It's just it's a tough offense to play in. And so you got to have a great quarterback and a great fullback, and they've got a great quarterback and they've got their fullback coming back this week. So I expect it to be a really tight, close football game.
Yep, absolutely. It'll be a good one. As always, Coach, best of luck. Let's get a W and head on back the other way.
All right, thanks. And I want to give a shout-out to our tennis team. Our tennis team won the regional championship today, beat Allen by a score 10-2, and they'll be playing in the state tournament, being one of the final 4 teams in 6A state tennis tournament. So I want to give a shout-out to our tennis team and wish them the best of luck next Thursday and hopefully Friday as they go to hopefully win the state championship. So go tennis and go Wood.
Absolutely. Super cool for tennis. Pre-game show continues in just a moment. Thoughts of head coach Anthony Wood as the Warriors get ready to take on Leander. And you heard it there, just talked about the great work that the defense has done, and then just that 3-week stretch. But I can tell you one thing, and Sang, I think you'll agree there. These guys, from what we've seen in pregame, there's no hangover. Every day they look pretty upbeat and ready to go.
Oh, yeah. Heads are held high and just actually having a good time out there. I saw a couple of them just kind of dancing and just being kids.
Absolutely. The Warriors on the road in the Stormtrooper whites tonight. White shoes, white trousers, white jerseys, burnt orange numerals, the white helmets with the burnt orange and silver feathers, W on the back, last name across the bottom of the helmet as well. And for Leander here, the homestanding Leander Lions, they have the Indianapolis Colt look working for them tonight. White shoes, gray pants, blue jerseys with white numerals with stripes on the shoulders, as it would be, and white helmets for the Lions as we get set. I guess we will go down to the field. Looks like we are ready for our national anthem.
Captains for the Lions are number 16, Ray Egglesey, and number 58, Dyer.
Actually, I guess it's time for the coin toss. I saw the colors coming out.
Ethan Brown, number 70, Logan Hansen, number 14, Zach Hoover.
You know how I said that the Lions play both sides of the ball? They only brought 2 captains out.
That's right.
Both of them are captains on offense and defense.
That's exactly right. You only need 2. And they've got all the seniors out. It's senior night here. So what we'll see from this Leander offense, they run that option offense. So the quarterback, Rashad Carter, we'll see him under center most of the time. Usually a couple of backs in the backfield. At times there will be 3 backs in the backfield. But Carter is a burner. Carter will do a lot of damage. As Sang talked about in the pregame there, or in the intro, it is 1,054 yards on the ground for the quarterback. So Coach Wood said it best. Everything starts with him. And we will see a heavy dose of him here tonight. So it looks like a coin toss. I believe Leander will receive. So Westwood wins the coin toss. They will defer. So Leander will get a look at Rashad Carter here very early, as Carter will come out. And of course, over on the other side, the Westwood offense. Talk about it last week. What we saw there from the Westwood offense, I think a lot of folks may have thought that the Westwood offense was struggling a little bit. That was a pretty stiff defense there from Vandy. That's an undefeated team last week.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a defensive game. Both sides of the teams were very defensive, and the offense, you can't do anything if you got 2 stone walls going at it.
Yeah, very, very tough chore there. But you really have to applaud this young team, because they did. They went toe-to-toe with that top 20 team. And, man, right down to those last couple of minutes, there was a nice window of opportunity there, but the Warriors not able to capitalize on it. So now we are ready. We'll go down to the field for our presentation of colors and a live a cappella version of our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we stripes and bright stars, through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets crackling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That young lady there needs to be on records.
That was beautiful.
Very nice job. Very nice job. As we work you down towards game time, warriorsports.org, the official website of Westwood Warrior Football, the Booster Club site there. Still time to become a part of the Booster Club. And not only football, all the sports are represented right there at warriorsports.org if you'd like to be a part of that. Stats, player profiles, everything you need. Schedules at warriorsports.org, the home of Westwood Warrior Football. Your game time temperature, 70 degrees here in Leander, Texas tonight. And I'll tell you, there is not a whole lot of wind. It's been a tumultuous few weeks of weather here, as just flooding and lots of rain and whatever you want to call it. But I'll tell you what, the skies have cleared here the last 2 days. In the 80s today. About 5 or 6 days coming up of no rain. 70 degrees to start here. Not a lot of wind. No clouds in the sky. By the time we're done in the fourth quarter, 65 degrees to take us into the evening in what promises to be a very exciting game. This is both of these teams with a lot of speed on the offenses, and we may end up with a track meet here tonight.
I was waiting for you to say track meet, and I was going to bring up, the stadium with the track around the field is very reminiscent of my old stadium.
Absolutely.
I mean, the press box is not nicer than the ones I was used to, but the feel of this it's an on-campus feel.
I love this.
This is where it's at. The lights are bright, and you got the track around it. It just looks right.
Yeah, this is really that high school feel, and that's a nice thing that and Coach Wood actually talked about this a few weeks ago when we asked him about a home field advantage at the Palace, or however that may be. You're home one week, then you're the visitor the next week, and he said, if you really look at it, it's a neutral field all the time because you don't have your home field advantage. Leander does. The school's right here to our left. So they definitely do have that home field advantage as they get ready to take on your Westwood Warriors here tonight. This is going to be fun. Dropping back, it'll be Xavier Terry along with number 34, Addison LaRue. Kicking off for Westwood, Cactus Jack Elliott, as he's got the ball on the tee at the 40. He'll be kicking from south to north, from right to left. As you listen in here on your smart device, your PC, whatever it is, we welcome you in to the Westwood Warrior Sports Network. Some great football action tonight as Cactus Jack makes his way, and we're underway. Kicks this one deep. That takes Terry all the way back to the 3, brings it out. He's at the 15, the 20. He's got a whole lot of room at the 30, the 40. One man to beat. Turns back directions, runs to the left at midfield, driven out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 55-yard return for Xavier Terry into Westwood territory, and immediately Leander's in business.
Yeah, that's great, just field positioning. He fields the ball right about the 2-yard line, makes a move about the 20, and it was open field, but he kind of makes a cut towards the far sideline, and that's when the special forces close in on him.
Ball spotted at the Westwood 45 on the right, on the left side hash mark, going left to right. Here is Rashad Carter. Single back in the backfield, 2 tight ends lined up, 1 receiver to each side, all kinds of movement across the front. That will be going backwards there as a nice start for Westwood. Is a little bit of movement there as the left tackle or right tackle kind of flinched a little bit. I think that play was coming to the long side.
Yeah, they just a little too excited after that huge opening play as far as the kickoff goes. And, just gotta just kind of calm down and just work the offense.
Xavier Dotson checks into the ball game here for Leander. So Rashad Carter back into the huddle. Now the line of scrimmage right at midfield. Just underway here from Bible. So Leander needs half the field. Short field here for the Lions. Here's Carter under center. A little bit of movement, a four-man front there from Westwood. Motion man across. On the give, it is Dotson. Dotson runs head-on into Jaleel Davis. Bounces it down to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, Dotson's point of contact was right about the line of scrimmage, but he just follows his lead blocker, and he seems to be a power runner. Nothing fancy about it. Head down and 5 yards on that carry.
And that'll bring up 2nd down and 8. The line of scrimmage now the 43. Ball sitting almost in the middle of the field here at Bible. Here is Carter as he goes under center. 3 backs in the backfield now. Single receiver to each side. They're lined up short. Movement again. This time over on the right side of the line. Carter really upset there with his lineman. As look that time, Matei Carter looked like he was a little quick, and Carter obviously frustrated there. Well, it's 2 out of 3 plays. You've got a false start.
Yeah, that's definitely. If you are the captain at the helm, you don't want that bad start to kick off the game.
Now 2nd down and 13 as they scoot it back 5 yards. The line of scrimmage now the Westwood 48. 10:59 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Carter under center. Single back in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Now a tight end in motion. Here's Carter rolling right. In pursuit is Brown. Turns upfield at the 45. Takes a head-on hit there at the 35, and that will be a first down as they're going to spot him at the 33. So Carter takes on Davis, but there you see the speed of Rashad Carter.
Yeah, that play was just a design quarterback keep as he had nobody to hand it off to. And his backs in the back were just there to block for him. And it shows off his speed and easy first down.
They set it at the 34, ball on the right side hash mark. First down of the ball game here for Leander. And here is Carter. Quick look over to the sideline. 3 backs in the backfield, single receiver split to each side. Carter under center as he takes a snap, running the option to the right side, keeps, turns upfield, but he's drugged down at the 35 as Ethan Brown scraping along the line there, along with Eric Hawkins in on the stop.
Yeah, he had to read the defense on that one as he could have just pitched it off to his halfback in the backfield, but decides to keep. No yards gained or lost, so just replay the down.
And a nice job once again by that Westwood front as you've got, you see the speed with those guys, with Ochoa, Hawkins. They're just so fast. I mean, they're big guys, but Vicente Ochoa, Ethan Brown, Eric Hawkins, so quick down the line to make the stops. They do it again right there. 2nd down and 10 coming up here for Leander. Here's Carter, 1 back in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Here's LaRue in motion. Carter on the zone read, keeps it. He's got all kinds of room here on the near side, trying to find the sideline. He goes into the end zone, 34 yards. Touchdown, Rashad Carter. You will see that all night. Plays just like that.
Yeah, he just reads the defense, knows when to keep it and when to pitch it, and he sees nothing but open green field.
Yep, he gets to the sideline, and there is no stopping him. And quickly on the board is Leander. Here's Eli Jamin as he comes in. Carter's going to set this down as Leander strikes fast, and these Lions will do that. Don't be fooled by that record. This one's blocked. That one up in the air and pouncing on top of it, coming back the other direction. Let's see if Westwood can advance this. That's not able to Hoover. Brings it out to the 25, but special teams makes the stop there as they block it, and it's 6-0. So a little bit of a positive there at the end of it. 9:45 remaining here in the first quarter. Leander 6, Westwood nothing. ATX football, the Austin Youth Football League, a Northwest Austin Football League is, kiddos get started awful early in football these days, and the ATX Austin Youth Football League, ATX football is all about teaching them proper technique, teaching them the safe way to play this game, which can be dangerous, but they teach them right. Follow them on Facebook at ATX Youth Football, proud supporter of Westwood Warrior Football, warriorsports.org. You can gather more information. Hey, we'd love to hear from you folks tonight. WWSportsNetwork at gmail.com. Let us know where you may be listening in to the ball game this evening. But, Sang, we talked about Carter singing his praises, and boy, he
did not disappoint. He was very, very quick to score that touchdown. But, nice shout out to the defense on blocking the extra point, and almost, it would been very odd to see 1-6.
Yeah. Well, and the beauty of it is now that defense has seen him. It's one thing you can watch it on film, watch it on huddle, but when you actually see him, it's a whole different story. Here's Jeeman with the kickoff. Kicks this one deep. This one bobbled at the 10 by Lyndon Jones. Jones picks it up. He's got a running room on the far side at the 30 all the way down to the 31-yard line. So nice job by Lyndon Jones as he bobbles it back around the 6-yard line, gets it to the 32. So the Westwood defense with decent field position for their first offensive drive.
Yeah, that kick was just a real flat-looking, low-sailing, just a laser.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't know how to describe it.
R.J. Martinez, 128 of 198, 13 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 1,416 yards. And on the ground, he's pretty good, too. 276 yards on 59 carries. First and 10, they go right to left. Here's Martinez out of the gun. Takes, turns, gives. Here's Debs trying to run left, but he runs into a stalemate there, but he actually does pick up 3 yards. Nice carry there by number 21. In on the stop, Caven Spence.
Yeah, Debs saw the hole, but it quickly closes up on him. But still positive yards on first down. Just, testament to this guy's fight.
So they set it down at the 34. Second down and 7 coming up. 2 receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side, ball in the middle of the field. In the backfield is Debs. Out of the gun, here is Martinez. Rolling right, looking downfield in the direction of Hegde, comes underneath to Jing. Nice job there as Jing to the 38. He was looking at Hegde downfield, but he checks off underneath to Jing. Much safer bet there. Great play by Martinez.
Absolutely. As he checked off on Hegde, Hegde had about 3 defenders around him, but Jing just makes himself a target. Quick shot and, a very manageable third down.
Yeah, third down, and we'll call it 5. As the line of scrimmage now the 36-yard line here for Westwood. 9 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 6-0 as Leander leads. 2 receivers split to each side. Single back in the backfield. And the motion man across. Fakes a jet sweep. RJ's going to keep it. And he will be about 2 yards short of the first down as he stopped at the 39. Got a block from Ian Cox, but there just wasn't anywhere else to go. So that brings up 4th down and 2. So Westwood quickly back. Trips to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Here's Martinez. Debs, and Martinez will pick up the first down that time. Just calls his own number, buries his head, and goes.
Oh, I love it. I mean, no hesitation. Just get back up, call a play, and then execute said play and get the first down.
Got to like that aggression right there. Line of scrimmage is a 42 as the clock rolls with 8:29 to go in the first quarter. Checking into the ball game for the first time tonight, sophomore Nate Anderson. He will move into the backfield. To the near side, it's Hegde and Jing. 2 receivers to the far side. That's Owsley and Cox. As Anderson now in motion to the right side. Here's Martinez out of the empty set. Swing pass, this one complete as he finds Tavon Owsley. And he did a heck of a job to pick up 2 yards.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like someone just missed the block on that screen on that play there. But, still positive yards on first down.
Line of scrimmage is a 44. 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. Here's the offense quickly back. Anderson still in the ball game. 2 receivers split to each side. Ball on the right side, hash mark for Martinez. As he stands out of the shotgun, he will motion Anderson out to the right side. 3-step drop. Throwing the long ball. He's got Owsley. Hauls it in at the 30. 1 man to beat. The 20, the 10-yard line. He's brought down from behind. Tavon Owsley gets ahead of the coverage and a big hitter all the way down to the 10-yard line. 34 yards for number 18.
Beautiful play call. They see that Anderson is in motion. They're thinking it's going to be that same screen, but Owsley just runs this little circle route, makes himself a target. The pass is perfect as he catches it in stride. Just a big hitter.
Whataburger red zone opportunity coming up for the Westwood offense as they spot him at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. Here is Martinez. 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. In the left slot is Cox. Shovel pass to Ian Cox. Nicely defended, but a great job by Ian to stretch it to the 5 for a gain of a yard.
Yeah, I mean, Ian Cox was dead to rights at the line of scrimmage, but it was a great diving effort to get that 1 yard.
Westwood quickly back. 2 to the near side. 2 backs in the backfield. They stand in front of Martinez. Here's RJ. He's going, dives. The ball at the 1-yard line. Boy, a dangerous move there by Martinez. He threw that arm out, and that could have been swatted away.
Absolutely, yeah. Just live to play another down.
3rd and goal from the 1. Here's Martinez. He will sneak, and he's in. Touchdown, Westwood.
That was no sneak. That was hard press. That was just power running from a quarterback.
Exactly what that was. 6 touchdown on the ground for R.J. Martinez. And this one a 1-yard scamper. And here is Cactus Jack Elliott on as he will look to put Westwood ahead for the first time tonight. Quick officials timeout. Personnel change here for Leander as sophomore Deron Dixon checks in. Here's Robbie Jing to set it down. Brown will snap it. Good hold. The kick is up and good. Talked about a track meet, and I think that's what we're going to have. 6:36 to go here in the first quarter. Your new score, Westwood 7 and Leander 6. Nice job by the Warrior offense to get down the field quickly. FabulousAffairsCatering.com, exquisite food, expert coordination, and gracious service. That's what these fine folks offer you. Fabulous Affairs Catering is proud to be a part of the Westwood family and a corporate sponsor. They're a full-service catering company. It doesn't matter the size of your function. They can get it taken care of for you at FabulousAffairsCatering.com. They've been doing it in Austin and the surrounding area for 22 years and counting. Whatever your catering needs, Fabulous Affairs is there to help you. FabulousAffairsCatering.com, great sponsor of Westwood Warrior football.
Thank you to
as the Warriors lead 7-6.
Video scoreboard sponsors.
So LaRue will drop back deep, along with the dangerous Xavier Terry. Terry with a big return to start the ball game. And they stand back at the 9. And Cactus Jack Elliott will kick it from the left side hash mark here from AC Bible Junior Stadium in Leander. Another one of these homeschool stadiums, man. Old field right off of old 183. This is pretty cool. Here's the kick. This one kicked short. Fair catch called for and made at the 24, as underneath that one is Ray Egglesey. And it'll be first down there.
Oh, that was a great kick, as it places it right inside the 24-yard line. So, you know, you don't get the touchback at the 25. You don't get the run back at the 50. Great kick.
Yeah. Nice job. So we will see Rashad Carter bring the offense back out. He's got their touchdown, there being Leander's. 34-yard touchdown run. Really good field position to start that drive. Now they start a little bit further back. Going right to left. Here is Carter under center. One back in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Here is the give. Looking for running room, and he finds it all the way to the 30, bouncing down to the 32-yard line. Out of the backfield, Dotson for 8 yards on first down.
Dotson just makes that look easy as he just follows his blocker. Nothing fancy about his running style either, but very positive yards on that carry.
Midway point of the first quarter here in this 7-6 ball game as Dotson into the ball game. 413 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground for Xavier Dotson. Here's Carter under center. Dotson stands right behind him. 2 tight ends lined up on each side. Here's a motion man and running right, trying to turn up field, and does at the 30, driven out of bounds. Nice pursuit down the line by Jaleel Davis to chase down Carter, but he picks up the first. They'll move the sticks.
Well, that's what you got to do, is you got to use that sideline as your 12th man out there, because this Carter is insanely fast.
Yeah, very fast.
And, he's got good vision, so he knows when to pitch it and when to keep it. But he also has, 3 additional blockers back there with his fullbacks and his halfbacks.
Yeah, not a lot of passing. 14 for 34, 383 yards here from Carter. Dual threat, you will see him use the legs. 4-man front coming up on the first down play. Ball on the right side hash mark from the 39-yard line. Here is the give. Running left, stretching it out, brought down by Davis. Ochoa as they converge in. 9-yard gain for LaRue. So they switch it up on you. That big fullback right there is LaRue.
Yeah, LaRue just kind of lines up in the power I slot, and everyone's eyeballing Carter. LaRue is a power runner. He's a big dude. And 9 yards to first down, you'll take that every day of the week.
Xavier Landry checks out of the ball game. Line of scrimmage is the Westwood 48-yard line for a second down and 1 play with 5:20 to go here in the first quarter. Carter under center. 1 big back in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Quick look by Carter. Here's LaRue in motion to the right. On the give is 21, picks up the first down as it's Dotson once again. Ethan Brown in on the stop into Westwood territory at the 48 for 4 yards.
I love the adjustments that Coach Wood has made, because I haven't seen really any big plays so far, and the defense is keeping them in check. they're just kind of chewing up the clock and making their way down, but there's no big plays to say anything for.
Yeah, the big play will probably come from number 5 if he gets loose. He's got a wide field here to the near side over on the left side hash mark. Here's Carter as he dances around back there. Wasn't really sure what he was trying to do, but heck, he even gets 3 yards on that.
Yeah, that's a very what was it? I can't think of his name now. He made something out of nothing.
Yeah.
But that's just the talent that this kid's got.
It had a kind of a Mike Vick feel to that right there. He kind of danced around and did a...
I don't think Cam Newton.
Yeah, Cam Newton, yeah.
Yeah.
Gets 3, 2nd down and 7 from the 45. Here's Carter under center. Dodson in the backfield, 2 tight ends. LaRue now in motion. And the give, no, he keeps. Here's Carter turning upfield at the 45. Driven out of bounds. And the pursuit there, this time by Demetrius Jones. But that's a 1st down all the way down to the 34-yard line. Carter's just so fast.
Yeah, when he makes Demetrius Jones really try to attack him, that's a fast guy.
Absolutely. So to the 34. So Leander, a long sustained drive here. Their 2nd drive of the ball game. 7-6 our score. Ball on the right side hash mark. Here's the huddle. Boy, it's weird to see a huddle under center.
Yeah, this is old school football right here.
Yeah, this option offense. Here is Carter, 4-man front from the Warriors. 2 backers. Motion man, LaRue. Here is the give. Dodson running right. Now right up the gut. Ball on the ground. Let's see who comes out of the bottom of the pile there. It is Leander holding onto the football. All the way down to the 23.
He's a 1st down on that. The fumble gave him the 1st down.
Yeah, it did. It rolled forward about 5 yards. So they moved the sticks. 3:49 to go in the 1st quarter. Here's Carter back over to the huddle. Well, it really is. It's old school, man. 7 yards back on the huddle. They break. They head to the line of scrimmage, and timeout called by the Lions. So I'll tell you, this Westwood defense, which has been very, very stout all season long, but we're seeing here, because you've had Dodson, you've had LaRue, and of course you've had Carter. These are the guys that are really they're just churning down the field at this point.
Well, this is just a different style of offense that the defense has not played in 10, 12 games. This is a very heavy run-oriented offense, and it's under center. They're doing huddles. It's not the 6A style that everyone's accustomed to. Speaking of
6A, take a look at this. Your Whataburger scoreboard. 3:24 to go in the 1st. Hendrickson leads Vista Ridge 6-0. I don't know if this is right. 9:38 to go in the 1st quarter. Round Rock 28, Cedar Ridge 21.
Did you just say 9 minutes?
9 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. I don't know if that's right or not. McNeil and Stony Point tied at 7.
Everyone's scoring.
I'll tell you. Might have to text the wife and find out if that's really the score over there at the Round Rock game. That's a lot of scoring. 1st and 10 here from the 23. Here's Carter. From under center. Gives it to LaRue, running left on the counter. Breaks a tackle at the 20, all the way down to the 10. Make it the 9-yard line as LaRue, the old counter tray made famous by the Washington Redskins. There you saw it. Apparently that is true.
Oh, wow. No, yeah, LaRue makes a crazy cut against the grain and just surprises everybody. Gains a 1st down on that run play.
1st and goal from the 9. So, yeah, 28-21. 3 minutes in. Jeez, here's Carter. Under center. 1 back in the backfield. Dodson, he gives to LaRue. They try it again, but it does not work. Demetrius Jones. That's how you stop the big back. You hit him in the legs.
That's right. No matter how big of a back you are, take your legs out. Can't really do anything. But back to that Round Rock game, that's a track meet.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, this one has slowed down. This one, and that's usually what happens when you see, again, Carter's a whole different, we've seen O'Keefe, we've seen all these different guys, but this guy's his own animal right here. 2nd down and 9, 2nd and goal from the 9. Here's Carter, LaRue in motion to the left, gives it to Dodson, big hole, touchdown, Leander.
Dodson straight ahead.
I'll tell you, right up the middle.
Carter's not the one that's running the ball, but he sells that.
He does.
He sells that so well. I'm watching him the whole time, and I don't even see the give.
Yep. And that's the beauty of it. When you have it, where you're worried about him heading to the edge, give it to the big guy right up the middle. Here's Eli Gaiman for the extra point. That one is up, and he's good this time. 2:31 to go in the first quarter. Got a good one going on here. Your score, Leander leads Westwood by a score of 13-7. Warrior football will continue in just a moment.
Vype Media is the state's most comprehensive high school sports media outlet, covering UIL, private schools. Vype has been in Texas for over a decade. Visit their website at Vype, VYPE, and also pick up your Vype magazine today. Get in the game with Vype Media.
At Austin Pets Alive, the mission is to promote and provide the resources, education, and programs needed to eliminate the killing of companion animals. That means more happy pets joining more happy families every single day. In fact, Austin Pets Alive has saved more than 25,000 dogs and cats since 2008, and you can help. Adopt a new family member, help out with a donation, or roll up your sleeves and volunteer. If you have love, time, or money to spare, and we all have at least one of those, you are needed. Visit AustinPetsAlive.com to get started. Austin Pets Alive, helping people help pets.
Whataburger fans, tasty news for you. The bold chorizo taquito with cheese is back. A warm tortilla wrapped around freshly scrambled eggs, a slice of American cheese, hot off the grilled chorizo to create a breakfast so delicious you have to taste it to believe it. It's there for a limited time. Available from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Whataburger. Here's the kickoff. This one, fair catch called and made at the 20. And that is Nathan Potter. Of course, Potter had the big play last week. So it will be the Westwood offense coming out with 2:31 to go in the quarter, looking to answer. Still can't get over 28-21. Jeez Louise. That's some pretty crazy stuff. So here's the Westwood offense. As they make their way back out, that game is now 28-28.
Yeah, I guess they're going to see if they can break the 100 mark.
From the 25, on the right side hash mark, here's Martinez. Play action, complete. This one at the 30. Nice little quick fake to Anderson. Dumps it off right over the middle to Robbie Jing at the 31-yard line for 6 yards. Second down and 4 coming up for Westwood.
That's the Jing special right there.
That's it. That's nice.
4-yard support, makes himself a target, quick pass out.
Yes, sir.
He's hit it up for 86 yards.
That's
Open
it.
and play.
Ball in the middle of the field. Trips to the far side, single receiver to the near side. On the give, Anderson. Nice running by Nate as he bounces out to the 35, down to the 38, and Anderson just gets behind the center and goes.
All he does is just cruise control for him now, and he's just a sophomore.
Yep. Jumped in right there behind Jason Telez and bounces out for the first down. They spot it indeed at the 38-yard line. First and 10. Under 2 minutes to go here in the quarter. Trips to the far side, single receiver to the near side. That's Owsley. Here's the give. This is Anderson. He's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. As nice job by the Leander defense there as Terry in on the stop for Leander. Also in on the stop, William Loof. Loof is another one of those guys where you will see him on both sides of the ball. They'll swing him out and throw him an occasional pass. 3-man front here from Leander. 2 linebackers. Good old 3-4 defense. 2-yard gain, second down and 8. Ball at the 40-yard line for the Westwood offense. Trips to the far side, single receiver to the near side, going right to left. Single back in the backfield. That is Debs, turns, hands off. Mario for a gain of a yard as he's wrapped up around the legs. A little shoestring tackle there by Diego Costa.
They've been listening to us and said, just take the legs out.
That's it. Line of scrimmage now the 42-yard line, and that'll bring third down and 7 up on the board as we're at 43 seconds remaining in a quick-moving first quarter. But our score is not 28-28.
Yeah, because, defense.
That's it. Defense. It's unheard of. Those are 2 pretty big offenses going at it over there.
That's true. I do.
Kelly Reeves.
Yeah, you said at the Kelly Reeves complex, it's not a home. It's not the Palace.
Hopefully they got all the lights working there. They may be there a while tonight. McNeil 14, Stony Point 7. That's Virtually
That McNeil-
elimination
That
game there.
McNeil team is
Scrappy, man.
they've come a long way since I've been here. What, 5 years now?
Yeah, well, but Coach McMahon there, he's done a great job, and again, that's what we're seeing here with Westwood. There were the very prominent years, and then it's tough for high school coaches because those guys graduate. Those guys graduate, and you're starting over, and that's what Anthony Wood's been doing here, and he's got it to a point right now, I think, Sang, where we look right now, not going to be a playoff season, unfortunately, but I venture to say in the next couple of years, the men in orange are going to be in the playoff hunt.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, if this is a very young sophomore squad, they're just going to grow, juniors next year and then seniors. So you've got a couple years with the squad, and it's just going to grow tighter and tighter as they play more games together.
Yeah, and the beauty of it, a lot of kids in the program on top of that. So that's all positive stuff. 23 seconds to go. 3rd down and 6 from the 42. Here's Martinez. 2 receivers to the far side. Motion man from left to right is Owsley. RJ blitzing through, breaks a tackle, penalty marker on the play. Martinez is going to take off and run. I think Owsley turned upfield a little too fast. I don't know how I don't know how he got away from Spence.
Yeah, Spence nobody touched him. Nobody. That was a very evasive move that RJ did.
So Owsley went in motion, and it's against the defense. False start on the defense. I saw Owsley go up, and I swore he may have turned upfield just a tad bit too fast, but hey, I'm not on the field. They say false start on the defense. It's false start on the defense.
And now they're going to give it to these officials. I mean, we talk a lot about officials, but this isn't real time to them.
Absolutely.
I mean, they don't have instant replay, and it's real time. They got to make that call then and there.
Many years ago, I did, I think 3 or 4 times, I stood at first base and was a first base umpire for Little League. That was nerve-wracking. I can't imagine this. So with the penalty, 5-yard mark-off, 3rd down and 1, all the way down to the 47. The offense is ready to go. Here is RJ, and he will take it and picks up the first down as he takes a shot, but he dives down to the 49, just shy of the midfield stripe. So Martinez quickly back. So we're seeing Martinez call his own number here a lot tonight. Cox, Hegde, and Jing over to the far side, as don't know if Westwood will get another play off. Here is Anderson in the backfield, and that will do it here for the first quarter. A very fast first quarter. Leander draws first blood. Touchdown run, 34 yards. Carter, after a great return on the opening kickoff, they miss the extra point. They score again. 13-7 is your score here with Westwood on top after 1 quarter complete from AC Bible Stadium. I'll tell you, this is going to be an entertaining ball game, and we're seeing it here in the first quarter.
Oh yeah, I'm always entertained when I watch the men in orange. But I'm slightly biased.
Yeah, these guys. It's been a great season for these guys, and again, we've got a couple of games left to go. But I can tell you what, from entertaining football standpoint, whatever the record ends up being, this has been a great season to watch Westwood football.
Yeah, because we come in blind. We don't know what the team's going to be. With a young sophomore quarterback that have no stats on, and it's been amazing. It
really has. It really has. At the start of every season, you look at who's coming back, and you have half an idea of some of the new guys. But when they're on the Friday night level for a first time, it's a whole different enchilada. It's a whole different Whataburger.
Chorizo, taquito.
1st and 10, they now got left to right here in the second quarter. Martinez, 5-step drop, looking downfield, flushed out of the pocket, turns right, turns upfield, now straight up the field, runs to midfield, and he's brought down at the 49, make it the 48-yard line. So Martinez, with a nice effort there to pick up 3 yards, thought he was going downfield, thought he had Hegde down there, but nice job to not just heave that one down there.
Oh yeah, I mean his poise is just amazing for a sophomore, and his O-line just protecting him. He's got all the time in the world back there.
Ball on the right side, hash marks, trips to the far side, empty set here to the near side. Anderson in the backfield, play action fake. This one complete. Owsley at the 40. He will pick up the first down as he's spotted at the 40-yard line. So Tavon Owsley's done a nice job working into that starting wide receiver role.
Oh, absolutely. He's quick, and he knows where the sticks are at, so he knows where he has to be, makes himself a target, and, quarterback to quarterback throws are always great because they know what's going on.
Two receivers split to each side from the 40. Here's a give. Anderson running right up the middle, down to the 35, make it the 34-yard line. So, indeed, back to Tavon, it's a great, you lose Provetnikov, and then you lose Luka Mazzola. It's like, how do you fill that gap? Owsley's doing a really good job of that. Second down play, here is Anderson as he runs right, shifts directions, back to the center of the field, picks up a first down. Nate Anderson, quick feet, all the way down to the 26-yard line. They'll move the sticks. This is Westwood football right here.
Yeah, that was a great cut that Nate does, and he sees great field of vision. Good first down pickup.
Here's Anderson once again on the first down play, running right off a left guard and gets to the 20 for another Whataburger red zone opportunity. That Hamburgers up front. The Whataburgers up front, man. They're controlling the line of scrimmage right now. Leander on their toes. Here's Anderson once again. This is like a prize fight. They answer that one there. They didn't pick up the first down the play before, but it's like you just keep punching them in the nose.
Yeah, until they block it.
Exactly.
It's just the same right up the gut. Just Nate Anderson just running right up the gut.
Yep, absolutely. Smith in on the stop. Third down and 2 play coming up. 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. In a 13-7 contest. Anderson once again running. He'll pick up the first down. Great job by Anderson there. The little bit of a leap gets him down to the 15.
Boy, I tell you, Rodney, running that series of 5 runs back to back to back, I'd be gassed after the second one.
Well, and the even cooler part is
you got Debs.
Yeah, you do all of that. Here comes Debs.
They high five as Anderson checks out. Debs is like, I'll finish it off, bud.
Here is the first down play from the 15. Martinez, 2 receivers split to each side. Debs in the backfield standing to his left. Motion man across his Cox. Here's RJ. He's going to keep it at the 10, the 5 in the end zone. 15 yards. Touchdown, RJ Martinez.
RJ Martinez, great running quarterback, mobile quarterback, but I got to give it to Debs on that block. He seals that outside corner, and RJ knows that he's got a good man blocking for him and cuts inside, sachets into the to touchdown land.
Make it touchdown number 7 on the season on the ground for the sophomore. And here is Cactus Jack Elliott on as he will look to put Westwood back on top. Snap the hold, the kick is up and way good. Cactus Jack Elliott, 9:25 to go here in the first half. Your new score, Westwood 14, Leander 13. Westwood fans, don't forget Ferguson Bath Kitchen and Lighting Gallery. You can visit the brand new Ferguson Bath Kitchen and Lighting Gallery in the Arboretum Crossing Shopping Center located on the northwest corner of Highway 183 in Mopac. Schedule your appointment today with a trained consultant for all of your plumbing, appliance, lighting, remodel, and new construction needs. Visit FergusonShowrooms.com for more details. Schedule your appointment today, or maybe tomorrow or Monday. A little late right now. I don't think they're quite open at the moment, but they could be. Brand new location right there at 183 in Mopac. FergusonShowrooms.com. 14-13. This is good stuff here.
You know what I like about both teams? They're just very sustained drives.
Yeah.
And it's going to wind up who has the ball last.
Yep, it could. And turnovers. Turnovers going to start factoring in at some point. They're tied, McNeil and Stony Point in the second quarter. 6:11 to go in the first quarter. Cedar Ridge 35, Round Rock 28.
Did you say 6:11 left?
6:11. They're halfway through. No, not even halfway through. Jeez.
Getting out of hand over
Somebody play
Dragon.
some defense. Come on. Here's the kick. This one's short. Taken at the 36.
Kick is fair caught by
and that's where it'll be first down for Rashad Carter. And that line offense, 9:25 to go in the half in a 1-point contest. Westwood out on top here over the Leander Lions. And that's where we talk about 13-6A. You know, we can laugh about that game there happening at Kelly Reeves with what's going on there. But even, Vista Ridge and Leander, one win, whatever it is on the season, both really good football teams. Everyone is really good in this district. From the 36, 1st and 10, here's Carter under center. One back in the backfield, and he will hand it. Brown comes in on the stop at the 39 as Dodson, the ball carrier. Dodson had the 9-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, Brown just kind of slows him down and gets help from the other guys. Contains him to a 2-yard run.
They set it down at the 39. Clock approaching the 9-minute mark remaining here in the second quarter.
Second quarter.
Second quarter. Carter under center. Dodson in the backfield. 2 tight ends lined up. Motion man back. Here is the keeper. Buried. Take that, says Ethan Brown. That's how you stop a dual threat quarterback.
Just bear hug him and just smother him with a big hug.
That looked like in the rodeo where the calf roping. That's exactly what that looked like. Just rode him right down to the ground. Ball in the middle of the field.
Bill Pickett style.
There it is right there. And that sets Leander in the 3rd and 10.
Now, okay, back to the game at the Reeves. But still, the score is insanely crazy, but the time too.
Yeah.
6 minutes?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. 3rd and 10. Here's Carter dropping back. Long pass. Receiver slips, almost intercepted. Oh, I'll tell you.
Hoover.
If Hoover
would have taken it.
There wasn't nobody around.
Yeah. That was very rare to see that Carter's going to air that one out, but his receiver, Turf Monster, got him, and Hoover was just the only man around.
Hoover could have run right out of the field down Baghdad to 14-31 and not even been touched.
And Hoover's the one that picked up the blocked extra point.
That's right.
He wants a score.
Yeah, he does. Leonard was the receiver, but he slipped and fell. And here's Eli Gaiman on to kick it away. And standing back is Robbie Jing at the 30 as he stands awaiting the punt. Pressure coming. Gaiman gets this one off. It takes a bounce at the 35 and will roll out of bounds. Oh, you got to know that Robbie Jing is chomping at the bit to return a punt.
Oh yeah, that was rugby style. So as he palms the ball, I thought it was a fake, but because I hadn't seen this guy warm up. But yeah, just a good old rugby style kick. Takes a good bounce for the Lions, but 35 yards for the good guys to start their drive here.
7:57 to go in the first half. Here is the Westwood offense. 1-point advantage, so this is where your offense can take advantage and maybe have a little more control of the game. Ball on the left side hash mark. They're going left to right here in the second quarter. Trips to the near side, single or 2 receivers to the far side. Empty backfield here for Martinez. Play clock at 12. RJ stands out of the shotgun. 3-step drop, looking downfield, flushed out of the pocket. He now rolls right. He's got all kinds of room over here. Runs to the 40. The 45 goes out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So Martinez stood back there and 11 yards. Didn't have what he wanted down the field. Boy, but there was a big empty space over here on the right side of the field.
Oh, absolutely. And, since there's nothing checked off, the receivers, they become blockers after that. And that was a great block by number 9.
From the 46, 1st and 10. Motion man's Anderson. He now shifts and stands to the left of Martinez. Trips to the far side. Owsley here to the near side. Swing pass complete. Hegde at the 45. Turns upfield at midfield. The 45 all the way down to the 42-yard line. 12 yards. First down Westwood.
I love that play right there. It's just...
I tell you, man, when that one works, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's just designed for Hegde to turn up the Jets after that block is sealed off for him. And, 11 yards is 11 yards.
Oliver Yu checks into the ball game. He lines up here to the near side with Hegde. Anderson now shifts out as well. 2 receivers to the far side. Ball on the left side hash mark. Martinez, swing pass complete. Anderson out of the backfield or out from the near side all the way down to the 33-yard line. So another big hitter, another quick hitter.
Yeah, you talk about dual threat quarterbacks. I mean, Anderson's a dual threat running back receiver. I mean, that was a bullet thrown to him. And sure hands as he is, secures it and gains 7 yards.
Yep, staying with the empty backfield set. Now Jing and Owsley here to the short side. Anderson, Hegde, and Oliver Yu to the far side. Ball on the right side hash mark. Here is Martinez. Play clock at 10. Quick look to the sideline. Brings Jing in motion from right to left. Here is Martinez rolling left, looking downfield, sets, directing traffic, flushed out, throws wide open at the 21, inside the 20, all the way down to the 16. Boy, what a job by Robbie Jing to get himself open.
Yeah, and RJ just brilliant at that because he could have tried to go for the first down, but he waits and he trusts his receivers to make themselves targets. Great gain, great play.
Another Whataburger red zone opportunity coming up here for Westwood. Line of scrimmage is the 18. Clock rolling now with 6:28 to go in the half. And Westwood knocking on the door once again. Anderson lines up in the backfield. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Ball on the left side, hash mark for the first down and 10 play. Here's a motion man across. That's Jing as he goes left to right. On the give, Anderson right up the middle. Big hole, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Westwood. Nate Anderson, 18 beautiful yards.
Nate makes a move at the line of scrimmage, makes a couple people miss, and then it's just open field for him as he just runs 18 yards in for a touchdown.
What a burst. What a burst.
No, it's Whataburger, Rodney.
Yeah.
What a burger.
What a burger, that's right. Brown will snap it, Jing will set it down for Cactus Jack Elliott. Good snap, good hold. That kick is up and good. 6:05 to go here from Bible Stadium. Entertaining football game. Your new score, Westwood 21, Leander 13. Warrior football continues in a moment.
KMAX Sports is the largest online broadcast company in Central Texas. How large is that? Well, imagine a downtown condo tower if it was full of sports. But first we'll have to evict the hipsters. Not cool, man. Not cool. But don't worry about them. They won't starve. There's plenty of food trailers left on Rainy Street. Oh, what's that? They ran them all out? Aw, poor hipsters. Bringing your teams to you since 2003. We are KMAX Sports.
JB Goodwin Real Estate, Linda Badur. Proud real estate sponsor. Linda B at jbgoodwin.com. Linda's a Westwood parent. She can help you with all of your real estate needs. JB Goodwin Real Estate, 4 locations in the Austin area. Linda B at jbgoodwin.com. Check her out. She will be glad to help you. 21-13 with 6:05 to go in the half. Here from Bible. Elliott kicks this one. Taken at the 28. Fair catch called for and made there by Ray Egglesey. So nice job by the Westwood defense on the prior Leander drive to stall the drive. 3 and out. They kick it. Westwood goes ahead. So now Westwood in a good spot. They've got leverage. They're in control of the ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. But just never take that gas off because
I totally agree.
Mr. Carter is.
Yep.
That's a dangerous combination as far as he's got his backs back there with him, who are also great blockers for him. His arm, we've seen one throw and it hasn't gone well.
Yep. Ball on the right side, hash mark. Line of scrimmage is the 28. First down play, Dodson, and the handoff. Excellent play once again by Ethan Brown.
Ethan Brown on the ground reaches up and trips up Dobson for a minimal gain of a yard.
Absolutely. Great play. Seeing some good work along the front lines of those guys. Irvin Flores. Tell you who's been quiet tonight has been Damon Harris, Damon Harris. But we got a long way to go. Of course, also up front there is Jackson Metzger. 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. Here is Carter. Gives to Dodson. A little bit of running room there as he runs left. Bounces out to the 35 for a gain of 4.
Xavier Dodson on the carry.
So Dodson, as he's wrapped up by Metzger, also in on the stop, Nathan Potter. But that'll bring up 3rd down and 2. This is Rashard Carter time right here.
Well, I mean, it could be said that it's always Rashard Carter time.
Exactly. You know, it's really cool to watch these athletes. I mean, so these guys are so young and so talented. I mean, not just singling him out, just so many of them. 3rd down and 2 play coming up. Here's Carter under center. Dodson in the backfield. On the give. 2nd man through, wrapped up. It's Brown again. Holy moly. Ethan Brown. Damon Harris comes in to finish him off. I'll tell you, that the short yardage situation right there, they brought the extra back in. Nothing doing.
Dead giveaway as far as that extra back.
Yep.
Man, Ethan Brown is just on fire tonight.
Yeah, the motion, and Addison LaRue takes the handoff, and Brown is like
hugs him the second the ball touches his ribcage.
Untouched. Tell you, back-to-back defensive stands here for this Westwood defense, and that has been the mark for this defense this year. They've just been superb. Here's Gaiman
Number 10, Robbie Jang.
as he will kick it. Jing standing back at the 31. Ball is loose. Ball in the air. There's Brown on top of it once again. Westwood. Special teams play. Gaiman can't get the ball, and it takes a scary bounce straight up into the air. Henry Birmingham was under it, but Westwood just pounces on him.
Oh, I know Robbie Jing wants to field a punt, but he'll take that any day of the week.
Robbie Jings, please kick it to me.
Wow,
I thought Ethan Brown was going to catch that out of the air and run it in.
That was a swarm defense.
Yeah, it was.
That's reminiscent of the Cedar Park run
the
a
Black
couple
Rain.
years ago.
Yeah.
That was very fast and relentless.
Yeah. Here comes the offense. Great starting field position here from the Leander 22. Left side hash mark. Going left to right. Here's Martinez. Anderson in the backfield. Two receivers to the near side, single receiver to the short side. Here is RJ. Great tackle. Great open field tackle on the play there by, that is Arturo Pizzana. 3-yard loss, Smith.
Yeah, that was a great open field tackle because RJ can make you miss and gain 8 more yards. But, that's just form tackling.
Yeah.
He goes for the body, wraps up, and takes down his man.
2-yard loss. It'll bring up second down and 10. Or second down and 11, actually. Trips to the far side, two receivers to the near side. Empty backfield set for R.J. Martinez. 3-step drop. Looking downfield. Man over the middle, he's looking for Anderson. He had Oliver Yu out on the left side. Had him open if he could have swung it out that way, but he went for the big hitter there. Oh, just a little underthrown.
Yeah, and the coverage was very tight, too.
Yeah, it was.
I saw Yu open as he had a step on his defender, but, one of the rare misses as far as hookups between him and Anderson.
Third down and 11. So you definitely don't want to squander this opportunity. Make it a 2-score ball game right now as you get ready to head towards half. 3:12 to go in the first half. Here's Martinez as he drops. Looking. Flushed out of the pocket. May have to tuck and run. Wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Mohan Hegde. 22 yards for Westwood.
That right there was college wherewithal receiver. No, Nate, NFL, because he knows he has to keep both feet in. And you just see, every receiver does this. They practice sideline catches and the toes are in.
Yeah.
And that was perfect.
4th touchdown grab of the year for Mohan Hegde. And this one a 22-yarder with a little bit of improv back there from R.J. Martinez. Beautiful play. Kick is up and good. Perfect on the night. His Cactus Jack Elliott. 3:04 to go here in the first half. Your new score from Bible, Westwood 28, Leander 13. Friends, don't forget, located right off of I-35 in Round Rock. As a matter of fact, it is 2200 I-35. It's Flick's Brew House. We had them here in our broadcast position a couple of weeks ago talking about all the cool things happening there. They hosted the varsity retreat this year. Started out the season. First Run Cinema and Brewery. Flick's Brew House is Round Rock's only locally owned and operated movie theater. Floor-to-ceiling screen, superb Dolby surround sound, a real kitchen making really good food that the family will love at downright good prices. It's all available from the comfort of your seat during your movie. Plus, Flicks is the only first run cinema in the world with an on-site brewery, for crying out loud. You can't beat that. If you've tried others and you wanted more, it's time to check out Flick's Brew House. Find out why Flicks is one of the fastest growing theaters in the country. Get your tickets and showtimes, everything at flicksbrewhouse.com. 3:04 to go. I tell you, Westwood falls behind, but you gotta love the intensity of this team.
I love that they're evolving.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Here's the kick. Elliott, this one taken at the 30 as William Loof
Knew you would do that.
jumps underneath that one. 3:04 to go. But yeah, man, it's You get young kids, especially after the 3 heartbreaking losses, and we hate to keep bringing that up, but I mean, I really think that those 3 losses like that to those 3 teams, 2 of them rivals, 1 of them undefeated and state ranked, I really think that that could be something when you look next year, the year after, that really turns this program in an even better direction.
Oh, yeah.
It's already going in the right direction. Those are huge. Here is Carter, turns upfield. He is brought down by Ochoa, along with Metzger.
No, you bring those 3 losses. No, I don't think it's a smudge against them at all.
No.
I think it's going to be a building block.
Agree.
So yeah, it's not a negative thing. You know, they lost 3 games to very good teams, and it wasn't like they were out of the game. So it wasn't 3 blowouts or anything. So I think it's a good way to learn.
Yeah. The nice thing is there were still games to be played.
Exactly.
You know, if that had been right at the end, to be like, oh man.
Yeah, no, that's a different story.
2nd and 7 off of the play action, just nowhere to go for Carter. I'll tell you, they have figured out what they need to do to stop Carter. They figured out that initial play action, when he takes and goes, they've got that down.
Yes, sir. All it takes is just, like you said, you see it on film and you see it in real life. So yeah, he swung, punched us in the face, but this is how you're going to react next time. You're gonna expect him to just tuck and run.
And another 3rd down from the 34-yard line, their own 34-yard line. 3rd down and 6. We're under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. LaRue a little
razzle-dazzle.
I don't know what that was. Now he goes in motion and lines up in the backfield. Here's Carter looking over, and timeout. Did they get a timeout call? They did. Leander got a timeout called as the play clock was down to 2. And that is their first timeout of the half. So as they do that, we will have a full Whataburger scoreboard coming up at the half. We'll also have our weekly presentation of the Westwood Warrior Band and the Sundancers, maybe even a little bit of the Bluebells. I don't know, but
they were
that's
the
right.
opening act or
that's
pregame.
right. Yeah, they were the hors d'oeuvre. They were before the main event.
Horse ovaries.
So Hendrickson, with 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter, leads Vista 19-0. 11:56 to go in the first half at the Palace. Cedar Ridge 42, Round Rock 35. 4:55 to go in the first half. McNeil 21, Stony STP 14.
At least they slowed down their scoring.
Golly. 3rd down and 6. Here's Carter under center. LaRue in motion. Carter trying to find some running room. He'll pick up the first down to the 45 at midfield. He's got a blocker. He's run out of bounds there. So Rashad Carter takes matters into his own hands. Coming over to make the stop was Cam Colvin, but he advances to the Westwood 46. It'll be they haven't had a first down in a while. Big first down for Leander.
Absolutely, and his blocker number 88 was a unintentional blocker as Carter was kind of stiff arming him in the position.
Yeah, Keon Leonard just kind of set him in place. 1st and 10 from the Westwood side. Here's Carter under center, ball on the left side hash mark. Ball is loose. It looks like Leander able to jump back on top of it. Boy, Carter was firing out of center, and they were about to run that option right, and he dropped the ball. And it is David Cruz that falls on top of that. Boy, Leander would have lost that with 1:15 to go. You turn the ball back over to Martinez, and you're setting a really tough road for yourself.
You want a Doug Flutie? Because that's how you get a Doug Flutie.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Hey, that Whataburger scoreboard, we'll get your World Series update as well at the half. Under a minute to go. Here's Carter. Motion man across. On the give, this is Cruz. Cruz spins his way out to the 42 for a gain of 4 as the clock rolls with 47 seconds remaining. Hey, the NBA's happening too now. Way too early to worry about that. And timeout called.
Timeout Lions.
I'll tell you is that we'll leave the Lions with 1. I don't know why. Anytime we have a break in the action, I want to go look at the Whataburger scoreboard and see what's happening over there with.
Well, maybe because they have, almost 100 points in the first half.
That in a quarter and a half. Jeez, that is something else. I'll tell you, Texas high school football. You do see some games, though, where they can grind them out, and you do see some defense. It doesn't seem to be very often anymore, but it still does happen. We will have that full scoreboard coming up for you here at the half. We'll really keep an eye on the 25-6A battle between Westlake and Hayes. That Westlake team, they put it on Lake Travis last week. That was a little shocking there. Those two teams seemed pretty evenly matched, but Westlake took them to the woodshed. 3rd down and 7 from the 42-yard line. Here is Carter. He will try to run right, turns upfield. He's hit. Metzger comes in from behind. Half a yard gain. Also in on the stop, Ochoa. Really good pursuit down the line of scrimmage with a very fast-running quarterback.
Absolutely. Ochoa just kind of spies on him, and as he just follows him along the run, because there's nobody behind him to pitch to, so it's a designed run for Carter as he uses his halfback and his fullback as a
On the 4th down and 5 play with 37 seconds remaining. Jinx standing back. I think Westwood may be expecting a little hijinks here, but oh boy, that looks like a pass. Spiraled into the band.
the best of the West caught it.
Yeah.
Returned by the best of the West.
Yeah, that one, nice grab. That almost landed in the sousaphone over there. Penalty marker here at the 44. And we will wait on the call from the referee as he makes his way over. Holding the call against Leander. So from bad to worse there for the Lions as they will get ready to mark it off. Do want to mention, of course, Coach Wood talked about congratulations to the tennis team as they beat Allen, and man, they're heading to state. That's awesome, man.
That is crazy awesome. I love tennis too.
I like playing it too. I'm not good at it, but
absolutely. Like I love football. I'm not good at it.
Yeah, it's like golf. I love golf, but I'm not good at it. But I'll tell you what, if there's a beer cart in sight, I can find that. I can't find the green, but I can find the beer cart.
You put the beer cart on the green, Rodney.
That's
and
exactly
maybe
right.
you could work on your golf game.
Yeah, on a par 3, if they went and parked the beer cart at the cup, probably hit it right to the beer cart. But I did, as I went down to talk to Coach Wood, did get to see my friend, baseball coach here from Leander, Coach Matt Grissom. I did Leander baseball a couple of years ago and had a real nice season there with Leander faithful there. And Coach Grissom, he just runs such a great baseball program. Got to talk to Matt right before the ball game. I just love seeing that guy. That's a good dude. 1st and 10 from the 17 here for Martinez. 2 to the short side, trips to the near side. Here's Martinez. Throws complete at the stick to Lyndon Jones. Jones wrestles for about 4 extra yards, gets to the 30 for a gain of 14. Clock stops. He gets out of bounds. They move the sticks. 24 seconds remaining. Ball on the left side hash mark at the 30. 1st and 10. I don't think they're being too conservative right about now.
Oh, no. I think, just want to pad it because Carter could score quickly. You've seen his stats.
Trips to the near side, 2 to the far side. Jones in the ball game over on the far side. Oliver Yu in the ball game. Here is Martinez. Drops back from his 20. Looking. He's got all kinds of time back there, dancing around. Throws this one wide open in the flat. Is Oliver Yu at the 40. Goes out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Oliver Yu, again, does a great job to get himself open.
Great job. And then he stops the clock because he runs out of bounds. So, great time management so far.
They spotted at the 43. This offense has been totally on par tonight. Nice bounce back. Well, again, we can't sell the offense short from last week because that was a really good defense that Vandy had. 15 seconds remaining. It's a first down and 10 play coming up here as the ball spotted at the, what is the line of scrimmage? The line of scrimmage is the 47.
Yeah, I don't know what they were talking about.
Yeah.
The chain gang has been sitting back like they think it's halftime already.
Yeah, I think they didn't look up at the scoreboard here. So here's Lyndon Jones shifting over. So Jing, Oliver Yu, and Mohan Hegde. Ball on the right side, hash mark. They're lined up to the left. Standing to the left of Martinez is Nate Anderson. First down and 10 play with 15 seconds remaining. Rolling left. Here is Martinez looking. Has it ready to go. Throws it out of bounds. Great catch by the ball guy over on the far side. Ball guy, not bald guy. Second down and 10.
As that is a student.
Yeah. Kid's got a full head of hair.
Well, yeah, that was just a kind of a broken play as there was a lot of pressure coming in, and Archie just had to get rid of that ball.
Mm-hmm. So Yu checks out. Lyndon Jones back in. Hegde and Robbie Jing to the far side. Ian Cox to the short side. That's the near side. Ball on the right side, hash mark going left to right. First and 10. Here is Anderson in the backfield. Martinez stands and timeout called by Westwood. That is their second. They'll have one remaining. And really like what you're seeing here. I think we've got the Westwood offense is, I mean, at this point, I mean, you're working on stuff. Yeah, you want to win the ball game. You don't want Leander to, I mean, like we said, Carter's so dangerous. But, I mean, they're working on stuff right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And you know, that's what Coach Wood does is he takes every opportunity to teach. It's a teaching point for, you know, every down, every play. It's because there's always something going on in Coach Wood's head, like something, you know, he sees something he doesn't like or he sees something he does like, so he'll change the play up. And that, again, an ever-evolving program that he's got going.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know what? I like the music selection. The crowd's pretty into the dancing scene here.
They don't mess around here. I was here for a game a couple weeks ago, and they get after it, man. It's a hip hop joint here. 7 seconds remaining. Here is Martinez. Shifts Anderson in motion out to the left. Trips to the left. Anderson, a little pump fake from Martinez. Swings it out. This one is complete to Lyndon Jones. He's tripped at the 50. He falls there as the play clock expires. Very nice first half for Westwood. They spot Leander 6, but they have not looked back ever since. Your halftime score from AC Bible Junior Memorial Stadium here in Leander on the Leander High School campus. Westwood 28, Leander 13. We'll be back. We'll have our weekly presentation of the Westwood Warrior Band, the Sundancers, and a Whataburger scoreboard, and more. This is Warrior Football on WWSN.
The W.
Vype Media is the state's most comprehensive high school sports media outlet, covering UIL, private schools. Vype has been in Texas for over a decade. Visit their website at Vype, VYPE, Texas.com. And also pick up your Vype magazine today. Get in the game with Vype Media.
KMAX Sports is the largest online broadcast company in Central Texas. How large is that? Well, just imagine inner space caverns, if it was full of sports. Okay, so which way to the game? Man, it sure is dark in here for sports. Ah, dang it! Ow! Oh, that hurt. Bringing your teams to you in the stadiums, ballparks, and gymnasiums where they belong. We are KMAX Sports.
Lieutenant Brooke Weatherby. Lieutenant Sadie Armstrong.
And we're going to take it down to the field where the Sundancers are out and about.
Susie Chavez. The Sundancer Social Board is Carrie Buckley, Carolina Garza, Takita Karthik, Jasmine Wayne, George Swong, and President Juliet Ruiz. The Sundancer managers are Sophia Norton, Chloe Robertson, and Abby Robertson. The Sundancer of the Week is Olivia Steyart, and the Sunshine Award goes to Lainey Pops. Ladies and gentlemen, your Westwood Sundancers. under the direction of Mrs. Shelby Kelly and Mrs. Jessica Steedley. Ladies and gentlemen, the Westwood Warrior Band and Sundancers. The Westwood Warrior Band continues its halftime performance with parts 2, 3, and 4 of their fall competition show, Celestial Motions. Ladies and gentlemen, your Westwood Warrior Band, the best of the West. Drum majors for the Warrior Band are Sonia Bellata, Sophia Castaneda, Shelby Castleberry, Cordell Falk, and Ani Schwerin. Directors for the Warrior Band are Thomas Turbin, Brittany Dacey, and Brandon Winters. Percussion director is Mikey Sheeran, and color guard director is Chris Josie. The Westwood Warrior Band would like to thank sponsors Austin Wood Recycling, Pangos Pediatrics, and More Than a Teacher. The Westwood Warrior Band would also like to wish the Leander High School Band a great school year and a successful competition season.
Well, great showing by the Westwood Warrior Band, best of the West. Well, as an added bonus, we'll take you down to the field for the Leander Band as they set up with their dancers.
Often imitated, but never duplicated. Let's welcome your Leander High School Bluebells, directed by Susan Schubert and Brooke Watuski. The Bluebells have been working hard to bring you several show-stopping performances this fall. Mark your calendars for December 8th for the Bluebell Clinic and Christmas Show. For more information, check out lhsbluebells.com. The Bluebells would like to thank their sponsors: Move Dance and Fitness, Storage Direct, Leading Edge Personnel, Michelle Gomez of Keller Williams Realty, Cinemark Theaters, Primos Electric, Cedar Park Dance Company, and Brian Anthony's. The Bluebell officers are Captain Kaylin Winters, First Lieutenant Kaylee Gomez, Second Lieutenant Madeline Vieira, Annalie Herrera, and Sarah Shepline. Head Company Leader Mallory Weigel. Company Leaders Lindsay Bagby, Clarabella Reed, Casey Stewart, and Sarah Wilcox. Congratulations to the Bluebells of the Week, seniors Bella Hall and Maddie Coasia. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Leander High School Bluebells. Tonight we will be celebrating our seniors of 2019.
Senior night here at Leander as we're at the half in a 28-13 ball game as Westwood leads over Leander. Quick recap of the first half. It starts off just a great punt return or kickoff return. Xavier Terry takes it down the field into Westwood territory, 34-yard touchdown as Carter scores. They miss the extra point to make it 6-0. Westwood answers as R.J. Martinez on a 1-yard touchdown run to make it 7-6, and then 9-yard run from Dotson, 13-7. Leander goes back ahead, but it's been Westwood all the way from there. 15-yard touchdown run by R.J. Martinez. Nate Anderson, a great 18-yard just to surge through the line of scrimmage. 21-13 at that point, and then a 22-yard touchdown reception from Mohan Hegde over in the south end zone as he tiptoes along the back line there to make it 28-13. Cactus Jack Elliott has been perfect on his extra points, and I'll tell you, looking good here for the Warriors.
Absolutely. I mean, when you have your offensive line just controlling that line of scrimmage, that opens up avenues for the running backs, both Anderson and 21 Debs. And so, that brings the linebackers in, and then that in turn opens up the passing game, in which RJ has just been striking at will as he has all the time in the world. He's well protected.
Yeah.
Just makes great decisions as he waits for his receivers. And Jeng has been incredible as making himself open when he needs to be open. So it's and then on the flip side, you get your defense just after that first initial opening drive, They kind of regrouped, made adjustments that were needed. And then they contained Carter, and there was a couple of 3-and-outs, a couple punts, and great special teams. Again, I'm going on to special teams now. They block extra point, and then a block punt, almost recovered. Bunch of huge sacks by Ethan Brown, just making his dominance known. So very, very complete first half so far here by the Warriors.
Yeah, that is the beauty of it. What you really liked there was we alluded to it in the first half. They took control of the game and just continued. I mean, you hate to say, at this point, this is where, I hate to use the term in high school football, but you put your foot in their throat. This is really what they need to do here in the second half to really just solidify. And I think a lot of this is coming, and again, to go back to the 3 games prior again. But this one here, just a breakout game for them to come out, take control, finish this thing off, and walk out of here with a really nice win.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what I like is I'm seeing glimpses, all the positives from those 3 losses. You had the offense was struggling a little bit against Round Rock, but they came together at the end. Same with the McNeil game. And then, the defense was just, the defense you could not talk bad about that defense against Vandy. No. And so you're seeing the defense already stepping up. They're primed, and now the offense is back firing again, all cylinders. And so it's this reminds me of the Georgetown game. So that was a complete, or even Vista Ridge. That was.
Yep, absolutely. Still 24 minutes to go here. Hopefully the good guys will finish this off. Your Whataburger scoreboard coming up. We want to remind you the triumphant return of the Whataburger A1 Thick and Hearty Burger. It's finally here, topped with 2 all-beef patties, crispy bacon, grilled onions, melted American cheese, and that one-of-a-kind A1 Thick and Hearty sauce. This burger is sure to become one of your new favorites if you haven't had one yet, but you better hurry. Put some speed in your step because it's only available for a limited time. The Whataburger A1 Thick and Hearty Burger as the Westwood Whataburger right there at 620 and Lake Creek Parkway presents your Whataburger scoreboard, taking a look around 13-6A and around Central Texas. Quickly to 13-6A. This is just unbelievable. 37 seconds remaining in the first half over at Kelly Reeves. Cedar Ridge 56, Round Rock 42.
That halftime, not even halftime.
That's unbelievable.
That's a final usually,
Yeah, that's, jeez. This makes much more sense here. Second quarter over at Dragon, and it is McNeil leading Stony Point 21-14. McNeil, man, they're right in the thick of this playoff battle, and they're taking Stony Point, taking care of the Tigers there in that ball game. Elsewhere, at the half, Georgetown leads Manor by a score of 14-7. Good one going on over in, or I guess this would be over in Austin. Pflugerville, Conley 14, Rouse 13. Games of interest. Trying to narrow it down here to the areas. We've got a really wide band opened up here of different scores. Eastview leads Weiss by a score of 21-0. Marble Falls leads Glenn 7-0. So Weiss there, that's a first year district program right there, but they're undefeated in district. But Eastview is taking care of them tonight by a score of 21-0. Other scores around the area. Navarro leads Wimberley by a score of 28-14. Industrial over Luling, that's a 28-0 ball game. Stockdale over Dilley, 14-13. I like to hit those South schools, man. That's those small town schools, man. I love that. Here's another one. Thrall and Rosebud Lot, they're tied at 7.
My neck of the woods.
Yeah, absolutely. In that contest there. Thorndale, its second quarter score, they lead Hearn by a score of 14-12. Snook leads Flatonia 16-14. Mason over Centerpoint 35-0. Rudder over Cleveland, that is 8-7 the score there. The Yeomen, Cameron 14-0 over Rockdale. Lampasas 21, the Taylor Ducks 6.
Oh no!
Score there.
Trouble with the Ducks.
LaGrange 14, Smithville 8. Gonzalez trails Lavernia by a score of 29-10. Llano leads Bandera 27-0. Lake Travis all over Del Valle by a score of 35-9. And in that much anticipated battle of 25 6A undefeated teams, well, Cream rising to the top. Westlake 35, Hayes 7 with 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Cedar Creek leads Elgin 28-0. How about Cedar Creek, man? It's good to see them having a good season. The Lockhart Lions all over Kennedy 41-0 late in the second quarter. Dripping Springs and Seguin, that's a huge battle in that district. Seguin leads Dripping by a score of 16-14 in the second. Halftime score, Canyon Lake 14-6 over the Battling Billies of Fredericksburg. Burnett trails Liberty Hill at the half. That is 14-12 to score there. AISD scores McCallum 28, Reagan 3, Crockett 29, Travis nothing. Over into the San Antonio area. In 5A, Kerrville-Tivy 28, Alamo Heights 21. Back to 6A, the Judson Rockets 21 over Canyon 3. Clemens trails Eastview 14-10. San Marcos trails New Braunfels. That's heading to the half there. A 17-10 ball game there. And quickly back over to AISD. Pretty important game as well in 25 6A as Bowie and Austin High are tied at 14 midway through the second quarter. Smithson Valley leads Steele 9-6 and Bastrop leads Brenham 13-3. Your Whataburger scoreboard presented by the Westwood Whataburger right there at Lake Creek Parkway and 620. So still having, boy, there's a lot of seniors. That's a whole bunch of seniors out there.
I'm like watching it kind of dwindle down.
Yeah, it looks like they're finally getting to the end of it. There's still a couple of minutes left here in the half. But, so around those district standings that we were talking about, so kind of to set that playoff pattern for you, Vandergrift is at 6-0, and they're off this week. So they're sitting in a pretty good spot. But that battle that's going on over there, that high-scoring affair between Round Rock and Cedar Ridge, those two teams are 4-1. So the winner of that's going to really set themselves in a really nice place. And Hendrickson at 3-2, along with McNeil. So this is really going to get tight. It's really going to get tight at the end of tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean when you're at the 4-1 spot, so you're fighting for second place basically, and you're pulling out all the stops. Apparently, you're pulling out all the stops with no defense.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing to think about, of course, in 6A, when you get those 4 teams head to the playoffs, they will break into D1 and D2. The two biggest schools in 13-6A are Round Rock and Cedar Ridge. So if Round Rock and Cedar Ridge get through, which, everything would lead you to believe that they would, that would be your D1 schools right there, Round Rock and Cedar Ridge. Vandy, as dominant as they've been, well, I don't say dominant, but they're undefeated. But they would go to D2 along with, Hendrickson, McNeil, whoever it winds up being. But that could be a pretty good draw right there for Vandy.
Oh yeah, I mean that's surprising. You would think the top 2 seeds in your district would go D1.
Yeah.
And 3 and 4 would go D2, but that's not the case. It's by
enrollment.
Enrollment. So, even though your record doesn't reflect it, it doesn't mean anything as far as enrollment goes.
Yeah, and Round Rock, enrollment, largest by a huge margin, 3,426. And then Cedar Ridge at 2,855.
Cedar Ridge pretty new, too.
Yeah, Cedar Ridge is new, right around 2008, 2010.
Round Rock's been there since the 1800s.
And actually, if McNeil gets in, they're at 2738, Westwood at 2788. So that's a lot of kids. That is a lot of high school kids.
Yeah, 6A is not to be joked about.
No, it's huge. It's huge. And then you got good old Allen over there in the DFW, 6,000. But they do not build a new school.
Yeah, they said, we'll be good because we have 6,000 kids to pick from.
That's it. Can't break up any of that mess over there. But Allen continues to be a state power. Hey, we got to give a big thanks to Brendan McLaughlin. He is back at the KMAC Broadcast Studios, our quality assurance administrator tonight, as he listens in and making sure our broadcast stays online, stays clear, stays as good as it possibly can be. So thanks to Brendan for all of his work throughout the season. All of our quality assurance administrators, just a great bunch of folks over there. Our man, Les Clary.
Less is more.
Absolutely. We got some good ones. Mitchell Paget, all of these.
Yeah.
The cool thing about it is so many of these guys, we communicate with them for, 10, 12 weeks, whatever it is. And the beautiful part, not the beautiful part, but the sad part is a lot of times if we ran right into them, we wouldn't know who they were.
I have a guessing because we're on Hangouts together, so they have their face shot. So
that's true. That's true.
A very small shot of. I can I could probably point them out in a lineup.
Well, you never know. Some of them may do like some of we real estate agents do, where we put our 1980s glamour shot picture in there.
I like those.
Yeah, those are good. Oh, those were pretty good back in the day.
So give me the jacket with the brass cufflinks.
That's it. That's exactly right. So working here, getting ready to go into the third quarter, as it is Dr. Sankow, Rodney Rodriguez, as Stephen Kabler not here tonight, on the road once again. Young guy, he's got to go do what he's got to do. The guy's got a life. So they did go to the half, 56-42, Cedar Ridge. Man, that's a lot of points.
That's a lot of, that's just, it had to be like just big plays.
Well, it was 28-21 with 9 minutes to go in the first. We'll get the...
That's 6 touchdowns in 3 minutes.
We'll get the recap a little bit later on, as the wife is there. My wife is there with our Dragonette, so, of course, you know how that goes. We can ask them who scored. I don't know.
That one
Round
team
Rock.
did, yeah. How they score? They ran into the touchdown.
Yeah. They made it to the end zone. Getting ready to kick it off. It will be Eli Jamin as he kicks it from right to left to get us started. Lyndon Jones drops back with Nate Anderson. This is a short kick. Fair catch called for, and actually the fair catch, the fair catch was actually called by Potter, but Owsley caught the ball. I didn't see Owsley call a fair catch. That would have been funny. Now that could have been, Owsley should have took off. First down and 10 for the Warriors from the 25-yard line to start the second half. Ball will be on the left side hash mark, and the Warriors will go left to right. in the second quarter, leading 28-13 here on the WWSN broadcast, powered by KMAX Sports and Vype Media.
Oh, yeah. I was looking for the drum roll for the tribe out there. They're on the opposite side since we are actually away.
Yeah, they're over on the other. And they finally showed up. Well, they've been here the whole game, but we were here earlier. First down, a little bit of motion there, and delay a game. So, no, false start against Leander.
Wait, then they pointed to the Warriors.
See, I thought it was a delay. See, because the new rule is now with the kickoff, as soon as everything sets, the clock runs, where before the clock didn't start automatically. So you see that quite a bit. You see that in college, and you see it in high school. So Westwood has done that a few times this year. So first down play. Here's Martinez. 3-step drop, looking, flushed out of the pocket, breaks a tackle, running left at the 25. Will go out of bounds out around the 29-yard line. So manages to pick up 9 yards. So gets a good chunk of that yardage back.
Oh, yeah, now that scamper. You know, I like Martinez had a chance to cut inside and try to make a couple more yards infield, but he chose the wise route of not getting hit and not getting a chance to get hurt in the sidelines. That was a smart play.
Yeah, Martinez averages right at 5 yards a carry. Averages about 39 yards a game. So he himself a dual threat. Second down at 6. Here's RJ giving it to Mario Debs. Running right. He is wrapped up at the 30 and dropped. Great open field tackle right there.
I was going to say, that was just a great tackle. You know, Debs is a little shiftier and trickier, and he tries to pull a spin move at the end, but the defender just holds tight, keeps his arms wrapped around him.
Wakama in on the stop there for Leander. Line of scrimmage is at 31. Third down and 4 play coming up for the Warriors. Going left to right. Trips to the far side. Empty set here to the near side. Mario Debs in the backfield standing to the left of RJ Martinez. Leander showing blitz. Rolling left is Martinez. Looking, he's going to turn upfield and tuck and run at the 40. All the way down to the 44-yard line. RJ Martinez, boy, he sees a small seam and just takes off.
Yeah, but it's not after he checks off all his receivers. That you could just see him just looking around, and when nobody's open, he makes himself open and first down carry on that run.
Just great field general right here with this young guy. First and 10 from the 43. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 receivers to the near side. Ball on the left side, hash mark. Mario Debs in the ball game, standing to the right of RJ Martinez. Play clock at 8. Now in motion is Debs here to the near side. RJ drops, protection, lots of time, throwing the deep ball, one-on-one coverage. There's a flag right there as Jones tries to make the turn, and he is interfered with as A.J. Nelson was in the man-to-man coverage. As Jones made his break to turn back, he just kind of got mugged.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta turn around and just look for the ball. But you know, if you don't, it's gonna be a flag every time.
Yep. You're reading what the receiver's doing, and right there it was Jones clearly making the turn to catch the ball. And Nelson doesn't make the turn, he just latches on and holds on. They tack on the penalty, automatic first down onto the Leander side of the field. Now ball resting at the 47-yard line. First and 10 for the Warriors from the left side hash mark. Here's Martinez standing out of the shotgun. Motion man from left to right's Jones. Bubble screen or jet sweep right up the field. Lyndon Jones breaking tackle after tackle all the way down to the 34-yard line. Looked like he was going to run it all the way out to the edge. Goes right upfield.
Lyndon Jones making his presence known.
I'll tell you, it's scary, these guys. Jones is a junior. It's scary the amount of talent on this football team. So many ball handlers that are available right now. First and 10 from the 33. Anderson in the ball game. Standing to the right. Martinez out of the gun. Here is Nate. He'll get to the 30. Inside down to the 29-yard line. Nice carry there for about 4 yards.
He had to do a little hurdle over an O-line guy.
Yeah, he did. Hamburger's working hard up there on the front side, and it's that usual bunch of 5. 2 receivers to each side. Back to Anderson. Breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage.
Buries his head.
Yeah, he does.
Cruises on for a couple yards.
Yep, gets to the 26. So he picks up 3 to set up third down and 3 with the clock rolling. 2 receivers to each side, ball on the left side hash mark. Anderson stays in the ball game, stands to the right. And now they flip Owsley and Cox over on the far side. Anderson to the right of Martinez. Play clock at 13. Here's RJ looking, pressure coming, so escapes, looking right, wide open. Robbie Jing not able to hold on to it, ball just a little bit underthrown, and Jing was open.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he again makes himself open.
Across his body.
Yeah, it's a difficult throw to make as he's throwing across his body. Just a little shallow, and then Jing tries to make a play in it, but Turf Monster kind of got the best of him on that one.
Yeah, he was having to come back to it. He's not able to keep his feet. And that'll bring up 4th down and 3 here for the Westwood offense. We saw them earlier on a 4th down. They were really quick. But now, taking their time here as the play clock rolls down, Cox is going to head over to the sideline. Westwood will burn a timeout with 9:03 remaining here in the third quarter.
Timeout Warriors.
Clock's still rolling. But, hey, let it roll. If you're a Warrior faithful, you'll let that clock go as much as you want it to. Allergy and sinus season is always in these parts. Nasal and Sinus Center of Austin, located at 12309 North Mopac, and of course the location in Lakeway, offers medical and surgical solutions for nasal congestion. Doesn't matter what you're suffering from, go get a consultation from those folks, whether it be one of the more intense surgeries, whatever the case may be, to get that taken care of, because that can really put a kink in your life when you've got those nasal and sinus issues. But the best in town, Nasal and Sinus Center of Austin, 12309 North Mopac, and the Lakeway location. And they're also proud supporters of Westwood football. It's Full Moon Friday.
Yeah, look at that moon. It's just burnt orange. Like, it knows what's going down tonight.
That's it. It's a Westwood moon. 4th and 3. Here is the motion man across. That's Anderson. Martinez following the block of Anderson. Lots of running room. The 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Westwood. R.J. Martinez, 26 yards. Touchdown number 8 on the season.
Yeah, Anderson just seals that edge out with that block. It was incredible.
Great run. Great block. Anderson. And that's the beauty of Anderson. That's a big kid. That's a strong kid. Pops the gap right open. And Westwood, first drive of the third quarter, right down the field. So we talked about finish strong. Kick is up and good. 8:46 to go here in the third quarter. Your new score, Westwood 35. The Leander Lions 13 here in 13-6A action. And that is a great drive. You couldn't have started the second half any better. You take up about 4.5 minutes on the drive, take it down the field, you use your weapons, you see so many different variations of the offense right there, punch it in, and you expand your lead.
Yeah, those are all just like, it's like a bulletin of positive highlights you just hit.
Yep.
And I'm like, just checking everything. I'm like, yes,
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And I'll tell you what happens at some point. It's an old adage. The run opens up the pass. Here before the end of this one, start airing that ball out. Mohan, Hegde, Owsley, some of these guys looking good. Dropping back for Leander, Ray Egglesey. And now a quick change as they add Keon Leonard will drop back. They're the deep guys. They stand at the 10.
So the odd formation that they got.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, there you go. They spread out there.
Here's Cactus Jack Elliott. Ball on the 40. Looks like this could be a short one. Probably will head in the direction. And indeed, taken at the 24, bringing it out at the 30. The 35, spinning forward, still on his feet to the 40, pushes a pile down to the 45 as Addison LaRue. Penalty marker comes in at the end of the play. I was going to say that would go in the direction of LaRue. LaRue, that big fullback, ain't no fair catch happening right there.
No, sir.
So we'll check the penalty markers. It came in at the end of the play. LaRue was actually down back around the 35 and took a big push forward. And it looks like this one is, can't really tell. I think they're going to mark this off against the Warriors.
We'd like to recognize
And it's a big one, a 15-yarder.
one of our sponsors for tonight's
So this one all the way into Westwood territory and will be spotted at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10.
Lions will have it first.
Ball on the left side hash mark,
40.
going right to left. So here comes Rashad Carter.
Oh, this is very reminiscent of that first drive.
Took the words right out of my
Oh,
mouth.
I'm sorry, buddy.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. I'm glad you said it. 1st and 10. Here's Carter under center. 3 backs in the backfield, and this is big 21, Dotson. Bouncing out for 8 yards all the way down to the 32-yard line. Well, Dotson, just powerful.
Yeah, that was just straight up the gut.
Second down.
Ochoa in on the stop as Carter over to the sideline quickly and now back onto the field into the huddle as the ball sits right in the center of the field at the 32-yard line. 8:12 to go here in the third quarter. Under center's Carter. Dotson in the backfield. 2 tight ends, 1 receiver split to each side for Rashad Carter. Here's LaRue in motion, running the option left. Keeps, right. Falls forward, picks up a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1 as Damon Harris in on the stop. Yeah, Damon been a little quiet tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. Yeah, he's got a quiet night because everybody else has just been
That's it,
on
showing
point.
out,
You
yeah.
know, you got Ethan Brown just taking care of business in the first half, and so it's getting done.
3rd and 1, actually closer to 3rd and 2. We saw a loss on a big 3rd down play earlier. Here's Dotson in the backfield. Carter will surge forward, and he's spotted at the 29, may have gotten to the 28. So Rashad Carter keeps it right in the middle of the field.
Stop made by number 80.
And that'll be a 1st down as Brown in on the stop. They'll move the sticks. A 1st down there for Leander. Keeps the drive alive as the clock rolling down towards the 7-minute mark here in the third quarter. And a 1st down for the Lions. They break the huddle and head to the line. Under center is Carter. 3 backs in the backfield. Dotson and LaRue, along with Pizzana. Here is the give to Dotson, right up the middle for a yard.
Yeah, there was a small hole, but it quickly closes up as the Warrior defense just swarms that.
Yeah, that front four. They're really making their presence known here tonight. Talked about Brown. Brown's just been phenomenal. Metzger, just a good night. Irvin Flores, these guys are so steady. Vicente Ochoa, the linebackers. Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9 from the 27 here for Leander. 3 backs in the backfield. Boy, that's a full house backfield right there for the Lions. Single receiver to each side. Dotson. And he's wrapped up at the 25. So you see Brown there as, I'll tell you, Carter rides that handoff so deep. Boy, and Carter's getting mugged back there by Brown.
I mean, if you hang on to the ball that long, you're gonna get hit.
And that's a great way to play that. That's how you shut down that option. Is you spy and you key on that guy, and he's gonna hand it off. 3rd down and 6 coming up here for Leander. Here's Carter under center. Single back in the backfield's Dotson. The give, LaRue, as he cuts across inside the 20, down to the 15, the 10. Addison LaRue with a big hitter down to the 10-yard line.
LaRue's just got that
14
low
yards.
center of gravity, and he's just like a bowling ball cruising down. Because he was hit at the line of scrimmage, but just bouncing off people.
Yeah, all the way to the 10. So a good drive here for Leander as well. Westwood with 1 drive, Leander with 1 drive, and they've chewed up almost all of the third quarter. Here's Carter, single receiver to each side, 3 backs in the backfield. Westwood showing the linebacker blitz. They give it to Dotson, and it is bottled up at the line of scrimmage. He may have gotten a yard on the 1st and goal play. He gets to the 9, but it's Metzger along with Flores, Ochoa, just swarming to the ball.
Yeah, I mean, the adjustments are the linebackers aren't even trying to help out any of the safeties because he's only thrown the ball 1 time this game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not even a threat right now. You have to think that if they tried to throw it, they'll They totally catch the Westwood offense out of balance. Second and goal from the 9-yard line. Here's Carter under center. And this is a timeout called by Leander. So that with 4:21 to go in the third, as Leander trying to get on the board here in the third quarter. And as we take the break, we will remind you about one of our other favorites, homegrown taco restaurant, Torchy's Tacos. They are now world famous restaurant here, originally from Austin, now in 17 cities around the United States. The Westwood popular location is 11521 Ranch Road 620, right there off of Anderson Mill in the 620 area. Talked to a lot of folks from out of town that come to the Austin, Texas area. And a lot of them say, where's the closest Torchy's Tacos? I've heard about it. Heard it started here. I want to go check it out. Well, I'll tell you what. The Westwood faithful, they head to that one at 620 at Anderson Mill and 620. Torchy's Tacos. It's good stuff there, too.
Oh, yeah. The queso. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's on point right there.
Yep. Yes, indeed. It sure is. Here's the offense back out for Leander, looking at a second down and goal play from the 9-yard line. Here's Carter under center. Motion man across, running the option to the left side, fakes the pitch. Carter turns upfield at the 5 all the way down to the 3-yard line. Looked like he might pitch it, but he doesn't. He actually gets to the 2. In on the stop is Potter. And that'll bring up third and goal now, operating from the 2-yard line. So to the huddle goes Leander. Personnel change as Dotson back in as he relieves Cruz. So this could be Dotson. This is Dotson territory right here. Just lower the boom and make his way in. And another timeout. This time called by Leander. Or was it? No.
What?
I don't really know what happened there.
What? Well, yeah, you're right. This is definitely 4-down territory with Dotson in the back. Just, if they don't work the first time, try it again.
Stacking the box is Westwood on the give. Dotson barrels in. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So Dotson scores his 4th touchdown of the season. And for the first time since the second quarter, Leander on the board. 2nd touchdown of the night for Dotson. This one a 2-yard dive. Here's Eli Gaiman. That kick is up. And good as once again Demetrius Jones right there in his face.
He had the taste of the first one, and it's just a taste that's going to keep growing.
Yep, indeed. 3:43 to go in the third quarter. Your new score: Westwood 35, Leander 20. Here from Bible Stadium. As we'll quickly take a look over, they are into the third quarter at Dragon. Well, it's amazing how these things change so fast. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Stony Point now leads McNeil 35-21.
Wow, that was a really quick flip.
Jeez. Halftime score: Hendrickson leads Vista 26-7. That's a big change. Big time. Still at the half over in the other, 56-42 with Cedar Ridge and Round Rock. As we get ready, boy, Justin Timberlake going on here tonight. Yeah, they don't mess around over here. Gaiman will kick it off, and man, you gotta really like it when you have that luxury back there where you drop Lyndon Jones and Nate Anderson back to the 9-yard line. They're gonna kick this one short. This will be Potter. Fair caught at the 20. I thought he's at the 26. But it'll be first down there for the Warriors with 3:42 to go in the third quarter. They spot it at the 25. Of course, next week for the good guys, it is back at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. We will start at 7 o'clock Thursday night on the 1st. Taking on the Stony Point Tigers, 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock for that kickoff. Ball on the left side hash mark. Trips to the near side. Single receiver to the far side. One back in the backfield as they go left to right. Jones in motion, takes the jet sweep, turns upfield at the 30. He's tripped up there and falls to the 31-yard line for a 6-yard gain for Lyndon Jones.
Jones, once he hits that outside corner, man, just turns up the jets.
He's fast, isn't he?
Yeah, easy 6 yards. 4th down, it says the chain gang. They're still on break.
Yeah, they were ready for the next play. There we go. There's 2. 2nd down and 4 from the 31-yard line for Westwood. 2 receivers to the near side, or 3, 1 to the far side. Here's Debs. He had a little bit of running room there, and it shuts down quick. Gain of 1.5 yards.
Yeah, he was. It was just a great shoestring tackle, as he had a lot of green ahead of him and a full head of steam.
So that sets up 3rd down and 3 from the 32. Trips to the near side, single receiver to the short side. Ball on the left side hash mark. Here's Martinez, as he has most of the night. Calls his own number. He's at midfield, the 45, the 40. I don't think he's going to be caught. Oh, he does. He runs out of steam, gets into the red zone, and brought down right around the 15-yard line. Man, I tell you, he got into the flat, and I thought he was gone.
Yeah, it was, maybe he saw something we didn't see, but he turns in as he turns midfield, and that's where the defenders were coming at him on the opposite end of the field, and I don't know if it was ill-advised to do that because he had nothing but open.
Yeah, it looked pretty open. Into the red zone, Whataburger red zone opportunity from the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. Here's Martinez, 2 backs in the backfield. Somebody moved.
Yeah, that was.
False start against the good guys. Tell you what, been a pretty clean ball game here tonight.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out that personal foul.
Yeah, I don't.
Other than that, it's a couple offsides, a couple false starts here. Well, there was a lot of early false starts on the Lions side.
Yeah, 2 of the first 3 plays were false starts. 2 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 1st down and 15 for Westwood, now working from just outside the red zone at the 21. 2 backs in the backfield, and it is Anderson's 2nd back through, and he breaks a tackle at the 15. Still carrying the pile down to the 11. The initial contact in there for Leander was Evan Smith. And just Anderson won't stop.
That was just power running. Like, the defender had his arms wrapped around him, and Anderson just breaks free of it like an old bear hug break, in the old wrestling days.
Indeed. 2nd and 6 from the 12. Both backs in the backfield with RJ. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Gives to Anderson right up the middle. Still churning all the way down to the 3-yard line. Tell you, Anderson gets yards the hard way. And it'll be 1st and goal.
Power outage?
Did the lights flicker?
Yeah, like there's no lights back here now.
Yeah, I thought I saw that. Yeah, it's completely dark on the backside. To the southeast side of the stadium, there's no lights. Everything's still on in the business part over here. Totally dark. 1st and goal from the 3, under a minute to go here in the 3rd. Here is Martinez as he manually moves his players around, and RJ dives in the end zone. Touchdown number 4 of the night.
RJ says, I need you here to block this hole, because that's where I'm going.
Yeah. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. And that was Debs. That's a senior. Like, get over here, old man.
Debs, come on. What are you doing?
Moved him like a chess piece.
Yeah. That's exactly how it was. And you know what? It was checkmate after that because he dives into the end zone. Wait, looks like there was a false start or holding or something?
Yeah, there's
a flag.
Flag there. Let's wait on the call.
Well, no, it looks like the kicking.
Well, I don't know what he's doing. He looks like an air traffic controller at this point.
Yeah. He says what? He had his palms up like he doesn't know.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, whatever. He's like, kick this cactus.
Yeah. He's still giving out signals.
Something.
Yeah, Cactus like, can you move? You're kind of in my space.
Get out of the way here, man. Maybe this is something that's going to be
after
on the kickoff. Yeah. Here's Cactus Jack kick is up and good. Woo.
Oh, that defender came quick.
Xavier Terry was coming.
He was coming in hot.
39 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Your new score, Westwood 42 and Leander 20. Lots of points happening here tonight. Lots of points happening all the way around the district. Just lots of points. But here, Westwood in command. And you got to like right there where Leander scores that Westwood goes right down the field and answers. Very important. Photography by Jenny Ray, a small-town business in the big city. Jenny opened up her first studio 14 years ago, and she's offered exceptional portrait, whether it's senior portraits, family photos, whatever it is. She supports the Westwood community. Her studio is right there in the Westwood neighborhood. Don't hesitate to call her. She wants to be your photographer. She does team photos, individual pictures for the football team. You can find all of those at jennyray.com. Her game day images are uploaded within 48 hours, so check back often, and you can see images from the ball game here tonight. Jenny Ray Photography. I love that. After the play or something.
Probably asking for his mom's
lasagna
chocolate
recipe.
cookie, chocolate chip cookie recipe.
Hey, speaking of chocolate chip, thanks to Leander ISD for, this great meal here tonight. Good stuff. They feed us well.
Absolutely.
Great hospitality.
Hospitality is top notch here.
Love it here. Here's Jack Elliott. Boy, he kicks this one deep. This one chasing LaRue all the way back to the 15, back to the 10, as he circles back around out to the 20. Great special teams coverage. LaRue breaks a tackle and dropped at the 20.
Cactus Jack means serious business when he takes at least 4 steps back.
Mm-hmm.
He really puts the boot into it because we don't see that too often. When he kicks these kicks to the 30, 35-yarder, he's actually just 2 steps away. He's closer on the field goal or extra point attempts than he is when he kicks off.
Mm-hmm. And it was Cam Colvin down the field to make the stop. Man, that was a great special teams play there. But you're right, man. Cactus Jack, he put the boot into that one. First and 10 from the 22. Here's Carter back out with 31 seconds remaining in the third. And the handoff for 2 yards as Dotson, bottom of the 6th inning in the World Series. Red Sox lead that series 2-0 over the Dodgers. Bottom of the 6th, 1-0 lead for the Dodgers as that series has shifted over to L.A. So the Dodgers, be really important for them to win tonight, or they're digging themselves in a pretty big hole. As the final seconds tick off the clock, that was your last play of the third quarter. They trade scores. Westwood keeps the nice advantage. 3 quarters complete here from AC Bible Stadium. Your score, Westwood 42 and Leander 20. Warrior football continues in just a moment.
And now, a K-Max Sports Classic.
At K-Max Sports, we want to make sure you get the whole game. So we'll take a moment here to clean your speakers.
Clean sonic delivery. This is K-Max Sports.
WWSN, the Westwood Warrior Sports Network, powered by K-Max Sports and the Vype Media Network. 42-20 after 3 quarters here at historic AC Bible Stadium. Go Lions. Lots of variations of the stadium over the years. If you don't know the story of Bible Stadium, Google it and realize how it got to be the way it is today. It's a pretty cool story. 2nd down and 8, they flip sides, and Leander, with the 2nd down play, they now go left to right. Ball in the middle of the field. Rashad Carter under center. 1 back in the backfield, 2 tight ends there. They're actually running backs, but they look like tight ends. On the pitch, LaRue at the 30. Demetrius Jones. Oh, I tell you, LaRue runs into a movable object. There's Demetrius Jones. Lowers his shoulder and just a great tackle, shoves him backwards.
Not an easy task to do, as LaRue is a pretty stout runner.
He is. He had a nice head of steam going there, and that pocket collapsed, and there was Jones. spotted at the 31-yard line, will set up a 3rd down and 3 here for the Leander Lions. Here they are to the line. The 3 backs in the backfield. Dotson, the deep man in the I formation. Single receiver to each side. Here's LaRue in motion. Dotson, he's bottled up. He will not get the 1st down. He's going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down. Make it 2. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 2. Coach Tim Smith, decision time. I mean, at this point, trailing 42-20. You're deep in your own territory. Jason Garrett wouldn't go for this. But that's my new go-to joke. Anytime it's 4th and anything, I'm like, Jason Garrett would not go for this. Although he was rolling the dice there against Washington. Still lost. 4th and 2. And here's Carter. When all else fails, just give it to the insurance policy.
That's exactly what happened right there. It's like, Coach, you need a 1st down, you need 2 yards? Let me just stretch out.
Yeah. Let me fall forward.
Yeah.
Tell you, Carter's a pretty special athlete, man. It's been
Cam Newton special right there.
Been a joy to watch this dude here tonight. Ball at the 34-yard line, ball in the middle of the field for a 1st and 10 play. Westwood with 2 timeouts, Leander with 2 timeouts. Lions break huddle. I've got to say that. It's so cool to say that in a high school game. They break huddle.
And under center.
Yeah, head to the line of scrimmage. LaRue in motion. Here's Carter, drops back, looking for a pass. This one complete at midfield. Big hitter, 1st down for for Leander as he finds Xavier Terry. And that's a 1st down. 2nd pass of the night. That one was a little underthrown too.
Yeah, but as underthrown as it was, there was plenty of time for his receiver to make a move because no one was around him. They're in run mode at the moment. Shut the run down. So he definitely catches the defense on its heels.
On the Westwood side of the field from the 49, 1st and 10 with 9:48 to go in the contest. Here's a motion man. Here is Carter on the pitch. Ball on the ground. That's Westwood football. Vicente Ochoa. I'll tell you. Now, Cam Colvin. So the pitch, they hit him as he pitched it. The pitch was bad. Terry couldn't get to it, and it falls right in the hands of Cam Colvin.
I mean, that's Carter had just all that pressure in his face. He's trying to get rid of the ball. But, yeah, you said it was a bad pitch, and the Warriors pounce on it.
This defense is swarming.
There was a time where there were no turnovers on defense the whole season, and I've lost count of how many turnovers and how many stops, 4th down stops they've had. It's definitely the highlight of the season.
Indeed. 1st and 10 going right to left. Here's a motion man, Debs. Martinez, 3-step drop, complete in the hands of Owsley, incomplete, a little low. Tavon trying to haul that one in at the 35. He had a little bit of room there. That was going to be a tough grab for him to catch. But you're exactly right, Sang. And we've seen the program change so much that it's very, even with the offense, very run-driven.
Oh, yeah.
And it used to be slinging that ball around, and they still do that. But this defense, this is new.
This defense is stout.
It really is. 2nd and 10 from the 43-yard line from the left side hash mark. Trips to the far side, single receiver here to the short side. As Debs in the ball game, here's Martinez, 3-step drop, looking this time, right off of the chest of Owsley. Coverage was there from Nelson, but looked like Owsley, that one just bounced off him.
Yeah, that just hit him right in the chest, and I mean, RJ put a lot of heat on it, but it didn't look like anything was out of the norm.
Yeah. Still dark over here on the southeast side of the area.
Absolutely, yeah. It's got a couple of emergency vehicles cruising around.
Did see that flicker that you were talking about. And actually, that fire truck is headed that way. 3rd down and 10 from the 43. Trips to the far side. They're in a triangle. Here's Martinez. Deep drop. Looking. Wide open over the middle. Robbie Jing hauls it in at the 10 all the way down to the 5.
Complete to Jing.
Oh, you love that one.
Yeah, Jing, he just makes himself open. Well, he had a step on the defender. The ball was floated a little on the high side. Jing makes the adjustments needed, but great play as far as, Whataburger goal line.
Yeah, absolutely.
Opportunity.
Into the red zone. 1st and goal from the 6, and boy, you got to love that for Robbie Jing. He had that tough ending to the ball game the other day, and it's good to see that right there. I like that a lot. Julian DeBerry checks in as a wide receiver on the far side with Jing. Single receiver to the near side, Owsley. He now goes in motion from left to right. Timeout called by the Westwood Warriors.
Yeah, clock was expiring down to 1, so coach said, you know what, I'm just going to call a timeout here.
Yep.
Reset the play.
Make sure we're all straight and square and go from there. Got to tell everybody about our friend Big Ed Lundry. Ed Lundry Real Estate, full staging service, includes a home evaluation, advising sellers what improvements can be done to get the highest selling price in the shortest time. It's got a great list of trades and vendors who do work at a reasonable price. Lots of certifications there by Ed Lundry, the Family Matters team. Another good dude. Linebacker blitz coming. Pass over the middle. Ian Cox, touchdown, 6 yards. You like that for the senior?
You know, I was thinking it's going to be the Ian Cox shovel pass.
I was thinking that.
No, then I said, no, he's just going to block for a run. Nope. He tricks us all up here and scampers in for a 6-yard catch and touchdown.
And you love that for Ian Cox. That guy works his tail off. You watch him during the game, whether it's blocking or he gets to catch the ball like that. Kick is up and good. 49-20 your new score as Westwood adds to the advantage. But that senior, we've watched him here for the last several years throughout the program, and I'll tell you, that guy shows up for work every day, and he just does a great job. It's good to see him get into the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, on the just not the Ian Cox special. That was a legitimate route.
Yeah, and that's actually his first touchdown of the season for Ian Cox.
Really?
First touchdown of the season. Second touchdown pass of the night for R.J. Martinez, so he now ups his total to 15 touchdown passes. And he's got 4 on the ground tonight. Pretty good night at the office.
The fantasy night. Right
yes.
There.
Lots of good fantasy points if you have R.J. Martinez.
Or, anybody on the Round Rock Cedar Ridge game. Just don't have their defense.
Yeah, I wonder who has if you have either one of those defenses, you're in trouble tonight. I wonder how many of those touchdowns Ryan O'Keefe has tonight. Probably all of them.
You could ask the Dragonette. She'd be like, who?
Who? What's he do? That game is actually stalled out at 56-42. They're probably all having to get oxygen.
Yeah.
6:44 to go in the third quarter there. Stoney continues to lead McNeil 35-21. Hendrickson leads Vista 33-7. Here's Cactus Jack to kick it off. Kicks this one. Fair catch called for and made there at the 31-yard line. As under that one's Ray Egglesey, the sophomore. And it'll be first down at the 30 for Leander with 8:50 to go, 8:50, in a 49-20 contest. Pretty complete game here tonight from Westwood. Giving up a couple of big plays. And I think if you're Leander at this point, maybe try to pop another pass.
He's 1 of 2 on the passing.
Yeah. And you can tell, I did a Round Rock game a couple of weeks ago, and I mentioned it on that broadcast. You can definitely tell with Carter that he doesn't pass a lot, because even when he stands in the pocket, he doesn't look real comfortable. He kind of, he's got happy feet, but when you're a mobile quarterback, that happens. First down give right up the middle. I believe that's Dotson as he gets to the 35, gain of 4.
Dotson straight ahead.
Out of the bottom of the pile. Eric Hawkins in on the stop. And that will bring up second down and 4, or second down and 6, pardon me.
Yeah, as a color guy, I'm supposed to describe it. It's just running up the gut.
Yeah. This offense is nice. Handoff. Handoff. Option.
There you go. Handoff.
Dobson.
Option. Yeah, it's
3 more to the 38.
So, pardon if I don't make any.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I'll tell you what's weird about the broadcast tonight. It's like, we have time. It's usually like they're so fast. It's just back and forth and no huddle and back to the run and gun. And these guys, they huddle all the time. It's kind of nice.
It's you talk about it being a cleaner game. It could be because there's less plays.
Exactly. Exactly. Third down and 3 from the 38. Motion man. Here is Carter. He'll keep it. Running left. Goes out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And I really like saying that this option offense here, we see Les Gold over at Hayes running the slot T, and we're seeing a lot of I formation. I'm glad that we see that. You kind of take some of the video game element out of this just a little bit, or the run and gun and the run and shoot and, all the zone reads and all that. It is refreshing to see some of this come back.
That's how old we are, Rodney.
Oh, I know.
This is my high school football.
I know. When you start complaining.
Yeah, and you say, it's coming back.
It's coming back. Retro.
That's right.
First down play on the give, Dotson. And he gets to the 44 for a gain of 1. Clock rolling at 7:30. 2 timeouts for Leander. And here's Brown back into the game as he replaces Shoop. Shoop in on the stop there for Westwood. Ball at the 44, 2nd down and 9. Here's Carter under center, his 3 big backs in the backfield. Single receiver to each side. Dotson takes it right up the middle and gets to the 47 for a gain of 3.
I mean, you would think that front 4 of the Warriors would just be so doggone tired.
I know.
But, yeah.
They're actually switching out a lot. Brown goes back out, and Fox Piercy checks in. So yeah, you mentioned that, but I am seeing them
because
rotating.
I'm just looking at Hoover. He just looks bored.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he hadn't gotten to do anything tonight. 3rd and 6 from the 47. Here's the give. Dotson at midfield breaks a tackle into Westwood territory all the way down to the Warrior 41-yard line. As you call his name, Hoover gets to make the stop.
Eric Hawkins on the tackle.
Yeah, PA guy's wrong. That was Hoover. Now Hawkins checks out. And into the ball game comes DJ Hill. 1st and 10 from the Westwood 41. Under center, here's Carter. 3 backs in the backfield. Single receiver set shallow to each side. A little misdirection, trying to turn upfield. And bottled up at the 38-yard line, the ball carrier, Xavier Terry. Terry had that opening kickoff.
Yeah, Terry actually, there was a little miscommunication on the handoff as it looked like he kind of tripped up after the handoff, but still made a positive play on a negative play.
Harris checks out. Metzger back in the ball game, working along the front. So they are rotating players out as it'll set up a 2nd down and 7 play from the 38-yard line. 5:30 to go in the ball game. Here's Carter under center. Single receiver to each side. In motion is LaRue. Going to run the option to the left side. Breaks a tackle, does Carter. Trying to turn upfield and does. Close to the 1st down marker. That's just all individual effort right there by Rashad Carter. Nothing else. The blocks broke down, and he just found a way to get to the stick.
No, yeah, very dynamic runner.
He is, man.
He's fast, he's shifty, he's strong. There's all the attributes you want.
Yeah, he great athlete. I mean, this is one of those guys where you see him on the roster and they have him listed as a quarterback, but it should say ATH. It should say athlete, because this dude, he does it all. 3rd down and 1 from the 32-yard line. Here's Carter under center. Motion man gives to his running back through Dotson. And Dotson picks up a 1st down as he bounces down to the 26 for a gain of 5. Clock stops momentarily while the chains reset and now rolls with 4:30 remaining. The line of scrimmage will be the Westwood 27. Looks like Leander perfectly happy to just kind of drag this one down and get some points. They trail 49-20. And here's Carter to the line. Single back in the backfield, single receiver to each side. Motion man across. Running the option to the right side. Will keep. Turn upfield at the 25. The 20. Driven out of bounds. No, walking a tightrope along the sideline. He is in the end zone.
Takes a
touchdown.
Boy, he takes a lick at the end.
Boy, he did. He's hit very hard there by Malachi Woodard. But it's a 24-yard touchdown for Carter.
You talk about just a great field of vision and great balance. I thought he was out of bounds.
I thought he was out at the 15, yeah. Here's Eli Gaiman for the extra point. No rest for the weary. Carter will set it down. That one is up and good. 4:05 remaining in the contest. Your new score, Westwood 49 and Leander 27. You know, you never say never, but nice drive there by Leander to get down the field and get some points.
Yeah, just a sustained drive. And as far as, just keeping ahead of the chains, obviously. There were some points where it was, third and some yardage, but they just kept out that ground and pound, which, chews up the clock and gets you yards.
Well, I can't really decide whether the feel here with the music and all that, if it feels like a concert or like WWE. Like right here, I'm looking for somebody to come out of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when the crowd gets involved, you can feel the stand shaking.
Yeah.
They're pretty pumped down there still.
5:40 to go in the third quarter. Cedar Ridge 56, Round Rock 49. 2 minutes to go. Stony Point 42, McNeil 21. Man, they're
really
going quicker than we
yeah.
are. Man, it did flip big time, didn't it? Well, don't count out Craig Cheshire's team. Onside kick, nicely handled at midfield as you had the good hands team on there. Penalty marker back there. I thought it went 10 yards, right at 10 yards.
Yep.
And we will await the call. The penalty marker's way over on the far side of the field back at the 39. So we'll wait on the call, but just a great job by Westwood to fall on top of that. Pardon me, I didn't see who fell on top of that. It had all that happened too fast. But here's the football coming over. Again next week, Thursday night action. As Westwood will take on those Stony Point Tigers that we were talking about. You got to think that's going to be a pretty entertaining football game right there too. The call against Leander.
They're always good, entertaining games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tavon Owsley takes over at quarterback. Trips to the near side, single receiver to the far side, one back in the backfield. With 4:05 remaining, we'll get you some of the personnel changes. Owsley will hand it off. This is Debs.
Yeah, it was just a high snap, and the timing was just all off on that. As there was no hole for Debs to run through. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage on that.
Joseph Kubelka, Kyle Oakes, Cameron Telesforo in the ball game at wide receivers.
Now, like the Lions, they're all stacking the box because Tavon is the backup quarterback. I don't think they're gonna.
Mm-hmm.
He can throw the ball and he can run and razzle dazzle.
Jeez, keeps it and picks up 5 yards. Unbeknownst to me, how he did that.
Yeah, no, I saw him flanking around.
Yeah, no, I was like, what's he doing back there? And say, how nice is this? Where you've got the two-back attack with Debs and Anderson, you bring the third guy in as Jones. Man, that's a good problem to have here for Anthony Wood.
Absolutely, and then they're juniors and sophomores.
DeBerry over to the far side, trips to the near side. Owsley takes a little high snap. He's got all kinds of room on the far side. The 30, the 25. He's driven out of bounds at the 18-yard line into the red zone. Tavon Owsley, the big man, he turns on the speed.
Well, that swoops.
I know, absolutely he does. Saw the other day, Tyrone Swoops he caught a touchdown pass for Seattle. That's awesome, as a tight end. We got a Warrior back, way back, down on the field, way back at the 44, 43. And quickly up to his feet and off the field. That's good to see, as that's Dylan Vorpal. No, pardon me, it's 64. It's Caridia. So he's off the field. They reset it and line it up over on the right side hash mark. 1st and 10 from the 18. Whataburger red zone opportunity coming up here for the Warriors. We remind you, stop by your local Whataburger right there at 620 Lake Creek Parkway. For breakfast, pick up a chorizo taquito with cheese. It's a bold way to start your day, available from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. First and goal, or first and 10. Here is Jones as he tries to run right. Gets a little shove from Owsley, and they're still going. There's a little rugby scrum action going on.
How is that even still going?
He got, jeez. How did that happen? That was a 10-yard gain. No, we'll call it a 7-yard gain.
At the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that took 10 seconds.
Now, I do love the fact that Owsley just says, I got you.
Yeah.
He just runs right behind him and, gives him a little push.
Yeah, he does. All the way down to the 11.
Big guy. He's a big quarterback.
He's a big guy. 2nd and 3, and that's what makes him so nice, even out on the edge, and he's fast. 2nd down to 3 from the 11, a little high on the snap. Here is Jones running right, gets to the outside, trying to find the corner of the end zone, driven out of bounds at the 2. Lyndon Jones trying to get into the end zone. Ray Egglesey in on the stop, one of the sophomores. A lot of sophomores on the Leander side as well. Of course, Leander, their challenge, they're the smallest school in 13-6A, and you look over at their sidelines right now. Oh, there's the rest of them. I was like, man, that's all they got. They have a smaller roster.
Absolutely, and it's a tough order because you're going to have to double it down on some of these key players.
Yeah.
But man, they're still pretty stout.
Yeah, and it's been tough for Leander with the population growth out here, and now with Rouse and just all the different schools out here. It's it gets tough. It gets tough. And the clock stops.
Timeout, I believe.
Oh, delay of game.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, they're in conservative mode, but at any point you hate to see those penalties right there. But it's good to see a lot of these guys get out here and get some time.
Man, and they are hungry.
Yeah,
they're just knocking on that door.
Absolutely. I mean, these guys, they want to get in the end zone. And they look over to the sideline. Palumbi out there on the line. Vorpal in the ball game. They're working over on the left side of the line. Here's a 1st down and goal play coming.
Like victory formation.
Yeah, victory formation. Down. Coach Wood's going to finish this one off the classy way. Here's Owsley. Takes a snap and will take the knee. Boy, but you got to think that these guys are thinking, oh, man, let's punch this in.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
As a sophomore, you're gonna, and you're out there playing the game, and you.
Yeah.
But coaches they know they have a certain mutual respect for each other.
Yeah.
And so I mean I bet you the kids know that, but they still have that. Come on, coach, what play we gonna do?
Yeah.
We're gonna kneel it again.
Yeah, and that's. This coaching fraternity here in 13-6A, we've talked about it on our broadcast in the past. They are a very tight group, and the beauty of this, you talk to any of these teams, you talk to Coach Wood and maybe the guys that won't get to the playoffs, and they will be fully backing, whether it be Vandy, Cedar Ridge, Round Rock, whoever it is, just full support. Is this pretty tight-knit district right here. Everybody wants to win, but they do take pretty good care of each other. I saw the other last week it was, unfortunately for Round Rock, one of their coaches passed away, and I'll tell you the way the district rallied around the Dragons was really nice to see. You really like that camaraderie. And that will wrap it up. Your final here from AC Bible Stadium. The Westwood Warriors get back on the winning side, winning over the Leander Lions by a final score of 49-27. We'll take a quick break, come back, hit the Whataburger scoreboard one more time, and get you ready for next week. WWSN will continue in just a moment.
At Austin Pets Alive, the mission is to promote and provide the resources, education, and programs needed to eliminate the killing of companion animals. That means more happy pets joining more happy families every single day. In fact, Austin Pets Alive has saved more than 25,000 dogs and cats since 2008. And you can help. Adopt a new family member, help out with a donation, or roll up your sleeves and volunteer. If you have love, time, or money to spare, and we all have at least one of those, you are needed. Visit AustinPetsAlive.com to get started. Austin Pets Alive, helping people help pets.
WWSN, the Westwood Warriors Sports Network, powered by KMAX Sports and the Vype Media Network. Westwood wins 49-27 over the Leander Lions, and sang, we talked about it the beginning of the broadcast. Golly, well-deserved win for this very hard-working, hungry team.
Oh, absolutely. And, it's okay. So we go back to we always go back to this 3-game, losing streak.
Yep.
But that Vandy game, I want to just say it is like watching Rocky 1.
Yep.
Where Rocky doesn't win against Apollo Creed, but he takes him to the limit.
Yep.
And when he's the underdog and like everyone writes him off. And so, you know, everyone was very high on Vandy because, you know, you see that record and everyone kind of wrote Westwood off, but Westwood put the fight in that.
Yeah, exactly. That is a great parallel there. I love that comparison. And, you know, we said it a while ago. It may not show this year with the record when it's all said and done, but that 3-game stretch right there is going to prove in a couple of years, we're going to look back at that. We're going to be sitting probably playing into the middle to late November in playoffs, and it will come back to that 3-game streak right there.
Yeah,
but
we'll get an interview with senior quarterback R.J. Martinez.
How about that?
And he'll be like, yeah, those 3 games back in my sophomore year.
Yep.
And we'll look at each other and we'll be like, yeah, we know.
There it is. That's right. And they win tonight. It's much deserved, 49-27. Quick look at the Whataburger scoreboard around Central Texas. Georgetown on top of Manor. That's 28-14 score. These are all fourth quarter scores for the most part. 63-49 Cedar Ridge taking control there over Round Rock. They're just starting the fourth. Conley trails Rouse. That's 29-14 score. Eastview over Weiss, 35-7. That's actually in the third. Fourth quarter score, Marble Falls 14, Glen 7. Navarro leads Wimberley 42-28. Taylor trails Lampasas 28-12. The score there. Lake Travis in the fourth quarter over Del Valley 55-9. Oof, Hayes taking it on the chin. What a way to drop their first game of the season. Third quarter score, 2 minutes to go. Westlake 63, Hayes 7. Cedar Creek 28, Elgin 14. AISD McCallum 49, Reagan 3. Crockett 50, Travis nothing. San Marcos trails New Braunfels in the third, 31-10. Anderson 35, Lehman nothing. Tough year continues for the Lehman Lobos. Bowie 31-14 over Austin. And I believe that will wrap it up for our Whataburger scoreboard here on this Friday night. Westwood here in game number 8. They do go to 4-4, win number 2 in district. Program has come a long way.
Oh, absolutely. And there was a dry spell for a while, but now you see the program shift to a more run-oriented offense, and the defense has just been just a impregnable defense.
Yeah, and I have to tell you, even compared to last year was a playoff team, but you really look back at last season, and there were some games that Westwood dropped that they were not in those games at all. This year, maybe the Hendrickson game is one where, but otherwise, this has been a much more impressive season to me than the playoff run last year.
Oh, yeah, and you're talking a more rounded team.
Mm-hmm.
Last year's playoff season team, there was Gunslinger, Jennings, and
the man.
Yeah, the man, Mr. Murphy.
Yeah.
But now you've got, you have a way, those losses were tough losses, but they weren't, Westwood wasn't really out of the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's totally on par. And, much more impressive. And it's not over. Stony Point next week, and then Cedar Ridge still yet to go. Have to thank all the warriorsports.org, all the Westwood Football Booster Club sponsors, the Austin Youth Football League, ATX Football, Fabulous Affairs Catering, Ferguson Bath Kitchen and Lighting Gallery, Flicks Brew House, JB Goodwin Real Estate, Nasal and Sinus Center of Austin, Torchy's Tacos at 620, and Anderson Mill. Of course, our favorite Whataburger right there at 620, and Lake Creek Parkway, Jenny Ray Photography, Ed Lundry Real Estate, all of those fine folks that are a part of Westwood football. And everybody celebrating tonight. It'll be a fun trip back to Westwood High School for these guys. Again, the final score, Westwood wins 49-27. They go to 4-4 overall, 2-4 in District 13-6A here on the 2018 season. A big thanks back at the KMAC Broadcast Studios. Brendan McLaughlin, our Quality Assurance Administrator, taking care of business tonight. We also thank KMAC Sports President Chuck Licata.
Hey, folks.
Director of Programming Merle Bertrand. Christina Weber, Director of Social Media and Communications, as well as Tim Cox Sunivencat over at Connectel. My man, Dr. Sankow here, twisting and tweaking the dials, adding color commentary tonight, dual tasking, multitasking. Talk about dual threat quarterbacks.
Oh, Lord.
We got dual threat color analyst.
Dual threat middle-aged man.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm the old fart around here, Rodney Rodriguez. It has been our pleasure. Thursday night next week, Thursday night football, 6:45, your pregame, 7 o'clock, as the Warriors take on the Stony Point Tigers. That'll be fun on Thursday night. Hope you have a great weekend, folks. Be safe out there, out and about. Lots of football happening. You got a solid 2 months of nonstop football. We still got Westwood football coming up. We'll see you next Thursday, folks. Your final, Westwood wins 49-27. Have a great night, everybody.
See ya.